Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Role Seekers and the Legend of Nabel. We're a group of local gamers just like you, role play for your enjoyment. My name is Dustin Ritchie, and we are the Role Seekers.
Hello,
Role
guys!
Seekers!
Hey.
All right, welcome to Role Seekers and the Legend of Nabel. Like I said, we're a group of local gamers. We play for your enjoyment. I'm gonna turn off this music. I've got it just blaring around.
Choked on a boba. Heimlich.
It's the Matilda line. Chew your food, you're an animal. If you've never joined us on Role Seekers before, welcome. We're super excited to have you. If you have, welcome back, fellow Seeker. We're thrilled to have you. Everything you see here in this game is improvised. It all takes place in an imaginary world called Nabel that we made up. We are exploring high fantasy stories. You can find all of our episodes on YouTube, but I'd start your adventure at roleseekers.com. Please, please, please follow, like, subscribe, and share this content. We do it simply for the love of it, but having you watch is awesome. So if you could click our link tree, you can actually join us on Discord, and we would love to have you. So I think those are my only announcements other than our season sponsor is Wormwood Gaming Accessories. Yeah! They provide us with this amazing game screen, all the wooden accessories you see here, and we are super excited about that. Also, you might see some Dwarven Forge tonight. They are not a sponsor, but we love them, and we support everything that they do. Yeah, it's over. But
we
yes.
hope you backed.
We hope you back that.
And if you didn't, you'll
We
get
judge
to see
you.
all of our
Is that
stuff
what
when
you're
it comes in. 'cause-
In a year and a half. So.
But there's another one coming soon.
Yeah, there is. When we bought some of it, and I'm excited. Everyone should be here by the
I
beginning
don't
of the
think
year.
we've never not.
So we're like, we're 32 episodes late for it though, because it's taverns.
Wait, no more taverns?
Meet in the tavern.
We need to have a level 1 adventure.
So, all right, everyone, it's Tuesday night. Let's roll some dice. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
Let's roll some dice. Welcome back, everyone. So our TikTok viewers are begging for a quick recap. I'll do the best that I possibly can, but it's 32 episodes, 4 hours each. There's a whole lots of story. But basically, where we're at in this game is that we are on the continent of Tyve. It is a land where you fear the darkness, for it is born of light. In the center of this continent, behind unscalable mountains, is the Athelion, the light of God. This is hidden behind unscalable mountains, but our story started at the far coast on the archipelagos of Scarsden, where our unlikely heroes came together. Some of the heroes were inhabitants of Scarsden, and some of them had traveled into the lands beyond a never-ending, ceaseless storm called the Maligned Maelstrom. And when they reached this land, the sun never peeks through gray clouds. And they kind of had to come to terms with, like, where are we? What are we doing? But several of the characters were being pushed inland to what's called the mainland. And again, it is also behind another barrier of mountains that people have not crossed in over 20 years.
Because of the plague.
Because of the plague. So, through many of adventures, they were followed by a dark entity, which the heroes were able to thwart, but not before he put his machinations in place and forced the malign Maelstrom to move inland, devouring the city that they had called their home for a very long time, like 25 games. Our heroes now find themselves on the mainland with a group of other adventurers, some of them coming from across the sea, some of them being inhabitants of islands off of the archipelagos, and now they are trying to reach the Dios Ostium, or the Door of God, which leads inland to the Ithilien, where they hope to find answers to many of their questions. There's a lot of other stories that are going on, and I think one of the other big ones that I think is important to note is there is a character in this game, she's called Xandra. In our last campaign, she was called Cecil. She is a fallen goddess, goddess with a lowercase g. It's based on how many people believe in her. So she is a fallen goddess, but she is trying to save a mother-like figure back home, and she believes that only the light of the Ithilien can do it. So there's also some minor gods that you've encountered, such as the Tangled one, and there's just so much. So I invite you to please watch from the beginning. If that entices you at all, you're going to get a whole lot more than that. So with that in mind, though,
Where did we get the tabletop stuff?
Dwarven Forge!
Dwarven Forge.
There you go.
Check them out. They're amazing.
So, and if somebody wants to jump on Twitch too, we do get a lot of comments on Twitch, and they've been asking us to moderate that a little bit more. So, with that in mind, I want to jump back to last game. So last game was actually kind of a one-off. We did a little bit of a one-off because one of our characters, good old Helena, the high elf called the Venari, she was captured by the Blood Sorcerers of Keph, these vampire-like creatures, and we did a whole campaign in that castle, a whole little one-off in that castle. That ended with a cliffhanger of you potentially being absorbed by the Blood Sorcerer of Keph or transformed. We don't know what happened. It ended on the cliffhanger with all of the little NPCs being saved by the Edenari, which are called the Twilight Folk. Possibly based off of the Edenfall, which is the land that we know about from our game. So this game, though, our other characters went back to talk with Xandra. They went back to the Twilight Temple, which is technically outside of the mainland, but they have a portal that leads them inland. And they were told by Xandra that she was a little disappointed that it took them so long to come back on their scouting mission. And then she decided that she's going to take a little bit more of a forceful approach and wants to set up a small base on the mainland, kind of on the other side of the portal, to maybe monitor a little bit better. So with all of that in mind, not to just keep drowning you in information, but I think that one thing that's important to note is this game obviously is living, and there's going to come times that I will bottleneck you a little bit just as we move the story along. But I do want you to feel some freedom. We've been doing some really great improv the past few games. I'd love to keep it going. And the other thing that's important to note is the mainland is a little bit more of a sandbox. So what you do on the mainland or how you want to interact with the adventurers that you have with you could lead toward better things or worse things. Another thing I wanted to point out is we do also have the thematic die. If everyone wants to remember that, you can give somebody a thematic die. It's a D6 that they can add to basically anything. Actually, it's based on your level, and it's based on the Bard level. That's what the thematic die is. So as you get higher in level, it'll go up the same way Bardic Inspiration does. I don't know at level 5 if it's a D4 or a D8. Someone would have to look that up. But it's based on if you do something really cool, and you guys can vote on that. One of the other things I was thinking about doing, and we do not have to decide this right now, planting the seed though, is I think it'd be kind of fun. I don't want it to turn into a popularity contest. That's what makes me worried, so we'll talk about it after the game. But it'd be kind of cool at the end if somebody did something in the game, we could kind of all be almost like MVP thing, where you would get an extra inspiration at the start of the next game.
Ooh.
Just to kind of inspire people if they're playing a really good game. So,
I like that.
but we'll talk about it later. And then if somebody gets it, I think the rule would be you can't get it twice in a row, something like that.
That's cool.
So, okay, so just throwing that out there. With all of that said, I'm really excited. I told Allie last night, I'm I don't know. And then today, boom, boom! I was like, oh yeah, I know what's happening today. So I'm excited. So, and you guys can change your mind, but I think you're gonna be. Here we go. I'm excited.
At the end of last episode, Torrin, did you tell us what happened to Helena?
We did not get a chance to do that.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
If I remember, we cut right after she.
Yeah, she
Because then we jumped because I remembered that we didn't have I didn't in stream I didn't like wake you up or anything like that.
We have a 17-month-old and he's playing the drums upstairs.
Nice.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, he's playing the bongos. He's the best.
Drums.
Yeah.
Drums.
Drums from the Jeep.
Drums from the Jeep.
With these two.
Peregrine Took! Throw yourself down the hole next time.
I was wondering what that was. He's so cute.
At least he's not doing the gorilla thing.
What?
The gorilla dance.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
smashing on the floor.
Gorilla smash. Gorilla smash.
Oh, children.
Mern, were you ever a child?
What?
I was.
Yes, it is
Was
Allison
he
and
ever-
I had
Dustin's
to.
house.
I had to dig coal down in the mines. And
He almost lost his hand
Then
in a
they-
factory.
when they changed the work laws.
I could write a story about you.
It was a long time ago, Eli.
In a land far,
I knew it was an
far
accent.
away.
Every other Tuesday
It's not like
at 6 p.m.
It's not like
Central Standard Time.
You have to ask the question too, because Twitch
the
doesn't.
technomancer. Who
Oh,
used
they
to
asked
run
us how
back to
often we
school.
stream.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, gang. Sorry for the lull. I'm looking for a song.
It'll
Here we
be
go.
playing later tonight, and you're gonna get like a book thrown at your head.
All right, are we all ready?
Yes.
Yeah, let's play some D&D. There is a sound like hot metal being melted. Almost like a welding torch of magic. Two doors explode inward, literally off the hinges. These doors are about 20 feet high, made of a dense, thick metal. They plop onto the ground and slide across this hard earth. A cold but harsh wind blows outside furiously against the gray clouds that cover everything behind this fallen door. You almost can't hear with the wind being so strong. As a group of about 8 people hurriedly enter into a long, dark hallway from where this door had collapsed. Behind them, you see the obelisked towers of an ancient kingdom now sitting derelict for several years, looming in the distance. It seems as though it has not been well maintained for quite some time. Yet this place has only been recently abandoned. In the distance, you hear the clang of metal as though it is swaying in the distance. But quickly, the group ushers themselves in, led by a figure holding a rather ornate and important warhammer. As they enter into the room, the guards separate themselves, checking each of the hallways, looking through each of the doors, and then one of them pulls off this kind of, it's like a mask that a spy or someone that would use, pulls it down, and you see the blue translucent skin. Torrin, it does not make sense why Varian would abandon this place. Beside you on all sides are other Vayan warriors. I asked each of you to bring a monster's manual. If you did, at the back of the monster's manual are NPC characters. I need you to choose a character that is CR rating 1/2. They must be humanoid. The ones that would fall into this are things like scouts, bandits, spies. So you'll have to choose one of those.
Ooh.
CR 1/2?
CR 1/2.
Ooh, my. This is a twist.
Torrin, as you kind of look back, the wind sweeping across the landscapes, you see attached to the floating continent chains going all the way down to the earth.
Whoa.
He sees what?
Oh,
I totally missed it. I was getting my book open.
the Chained City. We're on the Chained City.
Well, I don't.
Like an appendix.
Find Elric.
No, it's
I don't know for sure
appendix.
his motives, but I have learned to trust the king. He always has a reason.
So, if you'll remember, though, Varian.
Oh, Varian. I'm sorry. I heard Valence. Yeah, Varian. He does have a reason, one way or the other.
I think that we should secure the prisoner as fast as we can and get the hell out of here.
I'm not opposed to that. I don't like this place either.
He puts his mask back on, and in the distance you hear the lamented cries of prisoners screaming out in both agony and madness. I'll let the group catch their bearings for a second.
Sick.
Do I? Am I? Me?
Huh?
Am I me, or do I look up?
Well, weird.
So you can use your stat blocks, but you do have access to those spells that you pre.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, sure.
Did you say CR2 or 1 half?
Allie, you want to
You are
borrow my
one
book?
half.
One hand.
Ugh.
Since I'm not using it.
There should be another one in the other room too.
I have it on D&D Beyond.
Got it.
There's just not very many.
No, there's not. That's
It's
intentional.
um
You could also choose a 1/8 if you would rather have that. So, but I know who would want that.
well the only half that I'm seeing
Is the scout.
Would you like to go
the scout
spy?
and the thug.
Nope, can't do spy. Would you like to do scout
Sure, I'll do scout.
or thug?
I'll do scout.
I'm gonna go thug.
You about that thug life, huh?
I'm
Can I get everyone to roll a D20? Not you, Kevin.
Okay.
Grab your character.
Not you.
Hey, 14.
13.
Nat 20. I'm out.
Zone.
I've done my
Going
part.
home.
Can't get better than that.
15.
I peeked.
Too early, right? Too early.
All right, Martin.
Yes.
You may choose the knight if you would like.
Ooh, take it. I will.
I can choose like a one that's not as good.
Yeah, absolutely. You can choose anything 1/2 or lower.
Choose. CR is 0. Commoner.
I roleplay to escape my normal life.
Tell me about it.
You're not playing thug.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick
Dude,
1/8.
go find Elric.
Okay. What are you going to choose?
Tribal warrior.
This is well before Elric.
No.
The city's still floating.
Elric is eternal.
All right. So this is, for longtime viewers, this is a little bit of an Easter egg. This is, we are doing a flashback. So, please, go ahead and grab some, I've got some characters here. They're not going to be perfect, but they are, you know, not your main characters. And go ahead and put them all the way down, please. And let's get the battle cam going.
Oh, that's what this is for, the flashback.
While we're doing that, I'm going to make sure the
Actually, I
battle
need a
cam
sword.
zoomed in enough.
This one?
Nope.
This one? This one?
Nope.
This one?
Is there a
that one.
barbarian looking?
The last one.
Is there a barbarian looking one?
Look at this one.
Oh, but
Yeah,
I
this
saw.
barbarian.
Gotta
this
pick
one.
me the
Here, these are the last 3.
pedestal.
Pass them down. You want him?
Sorry, TikTok, I'm fixing the battle cam.
I'll go with this guy. Thank you.
That's how we're gonna get views.
My bud.
Roll Seekers after dark.
All right. Well,
Take
fuck.
that, it's like that,
The city belonged to my husband somehow.
Wait, say what? The Chained City?
Yeah, what he just said. I don't know why Varian abandoned this place.
That's right.
no, just
Wait, your husband.
Is Varian.
Was Varian?
Yeah.
That's, I think,
The one who stabbed him in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He stabbed you or did
Yeah,
he stab
yeah,
him?
yeah.
Stabbed
Okay.
me.
He stabbed you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I was watching my daughter float away.
Yeah.
Stabbed me in the back.
That's yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, it sounds like a good guy.
We haven't like heard or
that good?
anything about him in a while.
Nope.
Flashback.
We don't know anything about my daughter.
It's a little off.
Torrin.
We know that both of them are like
How do you spell Varian?
Verian.
Is that look better?
Verian.
Correct. Yeah.
Trivia question: Who remembers Whispers or Aaron like fake name? Does anyone remember?
I forgot already.
No.
So, husband.
Hello.
It was like Ricardo.
Okay. Are we good?
It wasn't.
He
So-
owned it?
Just throw it at his face. Oh.
Is that how you
Sharing is caring.
He owned it?
Okay.
Ruled it or owned it?
No
It's,
idea.
it's Torrin is leading us.
Oh, Torrin.
All right. Yeah. Let's. So, what have I been told about this mission?
Great. So, I'm going to have you name your first in command. Everyone else gets to name their own character. So my character is with you. He is your first in command. He's been with you on several missions. And he is also a budding acolyte of Sethis.
Okay.
I'll let you think about it. So the mission is Varian left this place. When they came back, the king was literally irate, saying, "This is one of our keeps far to the east. What have you done?" And Varian said that it had outgrown its capacity to be useful, and they literally raised it off of the ground using arcanic magic. So they chained it to the earth and then sent it aloft. You have been tasked with going to figure out exactly what's going on. In particularly, you are looking for one prisoner, and it is your goal to bring him back.
Is this after he got stabbed in the back?
No, this is before.
Oh.
So, no, this would be before. So, Varian is currently under arrest by the Vans, and you're trying to figure out what the hell happened here.
Gotcha. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna have to restrain myself from asking every question I can about this place.
I know, right?
Okay. So we're under the assumption that it's a prison of some sort. It's outgrown its capacity, whatever, and it's been shot into the air, and we got to figure out what that means. So all the prisoners are still here. We're looking for this one prisoner in particular to make sure that he's
To bring him back.
online or to bring back. Okay. All right. Well, let's not waste any time. Flit, let's get everybody going.
Absolutely. So as you walk in, you see the statues on either side of Vayan warriors. They are guarding the entrance through. As you reach the bridge, you feel the cold air from below sweeping up as you literally look down and see the ruined city far, far below.
So what are you to us? Are you like the
commander?
captain? Command? Like how are you high ranking or are you
I am. At some point in time, I become very high ranking. I don't know exactly where I am at this point. I'm assuming pretty late in the storyline. So I'm likely the general of the Bay.
Okay.
So as you stop, you know that Flint, he takes a step and he looks down and he spits over the side. Is it just...
All right. Well, let's keep going. I don't know what happened with the city's infrastructure being shoved into the air like this, so I don't want to stick around longer than we have to.
Very good.
Whatever you say, Commander Torrin. Sir Bertrand will follow you.
Right.
Sir Bertrand.
Sir Bertrand the Brave.
So all of you are wearing armor that does not look quite like metal. It's almost like smoothed glass. So it's hard as steel, but it looks like glass. Not see-through, it's like a frosted and kind of prismatic in its color. Flint takes a look down and he seems kind of distraught. And as he looks at you, he says, "I cannot believe that we let Manus fall." And he's looking at the city below. Your character would know that this once was it was a colony of the Vey, but it is fallen to the ruin of the lands of Ahdra, which is the continent that it currently sits on. The inhabitants have been fighting the Vey for a long time until finally the Vey gave up, other than their most formidable citadel, which you are now in. But the city and everything surrounding the citadel has fallen. It's basically like you retreated behind the walls.
Well, some of this happens sometimes if we leave our home. There's a lot of darkness out here that we must contend with, but we do what we can.
Can I get a perception check?
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Okay, so Allie, you see him. I'm just joking. So as you're walking across this bridge, you like, even with your nat 20s, you're not quite sure what it is, but in the distance, in the clouds, you see this shadow. It is enormous, and it just moves across the sky, just kind of.
I don't like the look of that at all.
Knowledge,
No.
nature.
Go ahead. You do not roll at disadvantage because of your nat 20.
Thank you. 16.
Is it just a straight 16?
Yeah, it was a 12 plus 4. I've got plus 4 to
You believe it is a dragon.
Ooh.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Is this all open air? Or are we entering?
So you are entering an area that is not.
Okay,
So
so we're
I
out
tried to
open
build
now.
I tried to build crenellations for
I
you and
see it.
stuff. So
Thank
you're
you.
kind of like, so you're almost moving into a section. Great question. So you're looking up, you're crossing this bridge, a chasm leading all the way down, and you know that you're entering into a section of the citadel that is separate from the rest of the citadel. So if you'd like to do like a knowledge history check, or if somebody has like knowledge stonework, you know what I'm talking about. Like, so you try to understand what this building is.
I'd like.
Like I said, I got that nat 20 out of the way, and now it's all sub.
Like a 13.
Anybody else?
I'll give it a shot.
No.
But I do think we should get off this
Can
bridge.
can we keep going? I'm afraid of heights.
So the third,
Or dragons.
the most elite crew. I don't like this breed.
Did the thing make a sound as it went by?
Did not.
It
Just
didn't
you
make
just
a
hear the rush of wings, and only the people in nat 20s really saw it. It's pretty far in the distance.
Men are meant to be on the ground.
We must get inside.
This is what we're doing.
There's something out there.
Kevin's like, don't ruin my awesome moment. Your tomfoolery.
Oh no, do it.
No, so Kevin, with your 13, you believe that this part of the citadel could be disconnected, as if like it could literally be just launched to the ground.
All right.
You're like, don't say that. Don't tell anyone that.
All right. Well, let's get inside. One way or the other, we'll be safe in there. Safe from whatever that is, at least.
So as you reach the end of the bridge, you see this translucent blue scrim going across, and it's pulsing like magic.
I'll go up to it and I will just tap it with my hammer.
And your hammer absorbs it. As it does, you see sconces and lights ignite in the room. And from the center, you see this figure appear of, it looks like white light. You cannot see into any of the rooms.
Okay.
Are we all in the room now? Yeah.
Yeah. Do I know this? What this thing is?
It is a shadowless.
Okay.
This is rare. So Sethis has just, in terms of the timeline, this has only been theorized about. Sethis has not gone on a campaign of stealing the darkness from your kind.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, you know the theory, but you've never seen one.
This might be dangerous. I step up to it. Do you understand me?
My lord. She bows.
What can you tell me of what's happened here?
There is darkness here. It is in the spaces. It is hungry. It has followed us from Tyve, and we have fed it with our ignorance.
The people here, the prisoners, are they safe? Have they been harmed?
None of us are safe. You should leave while you can.
Not if there's still a danger here to everybody down below.
Flint takes a step in front of you, and you see him pull out a blade that it shimmers with both light and dark within it. Give me the word, my lord, and I shall smite this abomination.
Not just yet.
I do not fear death. I cannot cross its threshold. Not anymore.
What has done this? What have you done? You said out of your ignorance. What's happened here since we abandoned?
The light of the Athelian, gift as it is, breeds a darkness. We sought to remove ourselves from this darkness, to extract it, but it is hungrier than we could have imagined, and we are not whole anymore.
I see. Are you here to help or to hinder us?
My lord, I would never stand between you and your prize. I simply am a guardian, guarding these final few.
Very well.
The rest have been left to their own devices, but even in our abandonment of this city, these could not be left alone.
Makes
Do
sense.
we know? Do we know as a crew who we're looking for?
You do not know the name.
Do you? Does Torrin?
Yeah, if you want to give me a piece of paper, I'll write
Sure.
it down.
It's around there somewhere.
Let us find our prey and be gone, Commander.
Can you lead us to the central cage?
She turns and points behind her, and you see the door.
This does not look natural.
It's not. It's something I've heard about. Something I can explain later, but this is not good. This is not good at all.
Makes me sick.
It's worse than I feared. Let's hurry, and we'll go ahead and head towards that.
Perfect. She watches you as you do, and even though she is supposed to be without shadow and darkness, you notice that there is a shadow coming out, almost like a light's above her. You see shadow on like a prism all at the base of her. And can I get a perception check from everyone?
Net 20.
That one.
2.
Yeah.
You notice that as she moves, she kind of like shakes slightly. You're the only one that notices it.
Just a nat 20.
Like, yep, she just kind of like something's not right.
Holy, not natural, and it's not moving like one of us.
Are you a Mountie?
I'm a thug.
You guys are all like soldiers of His Majesty's Guard.
So,
I was chosen because I'm the top chief of my tribe. I'm not dumb.
Of a Vey?
Yeah, I was a tribal warrior, so I was like the top chief and got chosen to work with Torrin.
Sounds good.
so what's your character's name?
Haven't thought that far yet.
Billy the kid.
I hear him.
Bobby the kid.
Mind yourself, Commander. And I draw my greatsword and I take a step sort of sideways to sort of flank her.
Perfect. So your blade also
Yeah.
it kind of ignites with this white, and then in the center is darkness.
Something is awry here.
It's all crooked.
I pull out my spear.
Your spear does not ignite.
Do you have a name?
Rule.
Rue?
Rule.
Rule. What was your name?
R-U-L-E?
R-U-U-L.
Rule.
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 Like rule without the G.
All right.
Helena.
I don't
You cannot name yourself Helen.
keep your wits about you, but I don't believe she's a danger.
My
What she
lord.
represents is a danger, but
Should I end this, Flint says, with stern countenance?
I think we were told to listen to our master and get the person and leave.
for right now, we can let her live. We might need more information later. Maybe we can take her back. I'm not sure, but
She could be useful.
could be. But for right now, let's take care of our main objective.
Do I move where you'd like?
We'll head to the door, and I'll open the door.
The door does not open. As soon as you touch the door, the wind blows up from the center. Just and you hear cackles coming from the three doors. Immediately, you see a human come marching up to the door, and they look weak and fragile, like they haven't eaten in a while, and they're banging a cup against the door. This looks like at one point they were a stout, strong barbarian, but it looks as though in their hunger, they are starting to become frail. He just kind of hits it and goes, Our masters return. Oh, mighty Vey, you come. Do you come to feed us or let us starve?
Are they not Vey?
He's human.
They're just human.
He is.
The barb.
Which one is he?
He's the pink one.
My character will walk closer to there with a spear out. And I think he's got an axe.
Which one's you?
The one that looks like a barbarian.
The God of War.
I'll go up to the door, and I will unlock it and open it. Actually,
Which
the
door I
the
met?
one that the human came up to. That he
Oh,
was
really?
The one
interacting with.
over by
Over
me.
here?
Yeah.
Are you sure this is wise, Commander?
This place is no longer ours, and
But
we are.
why is he in there?
It doesn't matter. We don't leave people to die.
So as you go over to unlock the door, you do hear the shadowless creature. Do not free these prisoners. They are enemies of the Vey. She can't stop you.
Would he know why they're locked up?
He doesn't know anything about this place.
Not specific, yeah. It doesn't matter. They don't deserve to die in this way. It doesn't matter what they did.
May I kill him if he attacks us?
Absolutely.
I look forward to it.
And I'll raise my voice. I will let you go. Nobody deserves to die like a dog here, and especially not under the watch of the Vey. But if you attack us, if you do us any harm, we will strike you down. Let them go. And any humans will.
So you unlock that door, and he comes out, and he looks like he feels like you're going to attack him. He's still trying to hold his pride, but he doesn't look strong enough to like fight you. And he throws his cup. He just drops his cup on the ground. And he just takes a long look at you. Your kind think that they are better than us, but there's a reckoning coming. My kind will never stop, and once you are torn from the pages of history, no one will remember you. You see green flash in his eyes.
Uh-oh.
Can I roll to see if I know
Yeah.
what type of person he is?
Sure.
If I see that green flash, do I have any inkling of what that might
Yeah,
represent?
insight.
6.
You don't know. You're
I think something's wrong with your eyes.
21.
It is a sign of the enemy.
Okay. I'll take note of that, but I'm still not going to stop him.
So as he starts to walk across the bridge, he kind of nudges into each one of you that he can, not you. But he just kind of like belligerently moves across the bridge. And he just looks back. No, he stares one last time at you. No one will remember your name. And he keeps walking.
I don't know if that was the best idea.
Lawful good.
I mean, how's he gonna get
Right.
down?
Lawful good to lock people up,
Yeah, but
but not
not like this. All right.
Your mercy is your undoing, not doing. Will saves.
From everyone? Oh, but my character doesn't have good anything.
Another one? Oh no, that's a 7.
Whew. Is this
Thought I was
something that
up on that ones?
I have advantage on saving throws against being frightened?
Not frightened.
Okay.
18.
Good question, though.
13.
11.
23.
23 is going to get it.
11?
11.
11.
18.
Okay, the 18 and the 23 get it. Flint doesn't roll. So, this is going to be complicated to describe, but we're going to go with it. And I'm going to change the I'm going to change the sound. In this far back room, as each one of you kind of approaches, you see light coming into the room. The two of you who rolled an 18 and 23 see the figure within the light. Their features are pristine and beautiful, but I'm not going to describe what they look like because they look like something slightly different to each of you. Those of you who failed see mostly light moving through this person. The 18 and 23, this is a Denari, the firstborn of the world. Those of you who failed can't comprehend them and also are in awe of them. Like the inclination to attack them just kind of leaves you. Like your guards are just kind of, like you're in awe of the beauty. And this figure, just this light, almost like a wisp, moves toward the doors. Second born under the stars, you are not worthy of his perfect gifts.
Apparently, neither were you.
I shall outlive the stones this place is built with.
I don't doubt that. But for now, you're still here. And I'll move past.
Is that the one in this room right here?
They are the origin of all other elves.
But they're not around anymore.
Not that you know of.
Right.
And you hate them. You know. That's crazy.
And you don't let that one go.
No.
Should we let this one out too?
It's quite calming.
It is something else.
Oh.
If it wants to leave, it can leave. But I'm not going to let it go.
What of me?
Who's that one? I'll walk over there.
You see a Vey. Knowledge history.
Uh, 15.
So you see this Vey, and as you look him over, you believe that this is, almost to your surprise, you believe that this is one of the great warriors of your people. Okay, can I have another piece of paper? Sorry.
Yeah, the humans, they don't know any better. But these two, they do.
So they can starve and die. Or you say they can get out.
That one, I point over my shoulder back at the firstborn. That one isn't easily held by a cage. I don't know why it's here. But this one is Vey.
So this one, what's his name? So you know that this person actually betrayed your people to during the Dragon Wars,
Okay.
the War of Fang and Fire.
Gotcha.
Did not believe that that they were worth killing, and led to the deaths of many Vey. It's the classic tale of they left during a pivotal battle, did not support.
Gotcha.
We can leave this coward to rot.
Yes, he knows better. If he wanted to avoid this place, he would have known how.
I can't believe you let him live.
I never met him myself. I wasn't part of his proceedings.
How does he look? Does he look frail?
No.
No. Interesting.
You see now that this place harbors some of our greatest enemies.
What did the first guy do?
He embodies the great enemy. The teller. And as she says this, the lights flicker.
Would
Just
we
let
know
the
who the
green-eyed
teller
god
is?
go
Is that
You know that your people are at war with the Denari and those who follow a great teller of stories.
Yeah, the green-eyed god.
wow.
Just let him go.
Sometimes an act of mercy to the
Just
saddest
giving
creature.
Kevin shit.
No, these people, everybody who's housed here, I have a strong suspicion they'll be able to escape if they wanted to. Which is why I'm not too terribly concerned about letting them go now. Everybody here is so powerful that if they don't have one of us looking over them, then they will escape with time. But our main concern is the one at the center. So we need to get there. That's why we're taking him back. We can't allow him to escape.
But now why is this one empty?
And I'd like to look inside.
You notice that the wall is literally blown from within out. And whatever was in is now gone.
I think you were right about the ones who could escape.
You do notice that the lights, like the wards in the room, are all out.
In like that particular room.
Whether someone will come and get them, or if they get out on their own, they won't be here for long.
If you wish to open the final door, you will need to find the key of the warden. He went into the central pillar to activate the great mechanism.
Right. What's the easiest way there?
Head back over the bridge. And then she gives you the directions to how to go to it.
Okay.
It's the central tower.
All right. All right. Let's hurry.
Okay, so you don't have to play with these characters. We'll be back here. So as you run through the rest of this Citadel Fortress, you notice, we're gonna kind of take a step back, like, so you see the things that many of we saw earlier in this campaign. So as you walk through this broken, desolate landscape, this city above the clouds with its giant spires, you move through the city-like prison. As you continue to move as a group, all cohesive, you see and hear screams coming from each of the different buildings. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people who have been left to starve to death in this place. Varian completely neglected their duty. And you will also know that Torrin is the only one on their person. They have a Veyan artifact that has been imbued by some of the mages of Tyve, and this device will be able to bring you all back, but they're rare. So it's basically...
So we are all from Tyve.
You're all from Tyve.
Okay.
So
and this is the first time we've been out of Tyve?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, so back then you could come and go from Tyve. Interesting.
This is before the Maelstrom, the main
Well, or if the maelstrom's
But
there,
whatever
whatever
he's
device.
carrying, we can't save these people.
Can't save this people. It would take you months to get back to Tyve without this device. So if you lose the device, it's going to be a long journey home.
So, is this keep like? Is it strictly a prison, or was it like? Is it actually a keep / castle with
At one
a lot of
point-
prison cells?
At one
or-
point it was, and now
Okay.
it's a prison.
Okay.
So of the screams we hear, these are all prisoners.
They're all prisoners.
Okay.
Either prisoners of the Vey, or they are Veyan prisoners, but they're prisoners.
And do we know?
Remember all the bones we saw here?
Oh yeah. Do we know how long ago this would have lifted off the abandoned? Like, is
Not
it?
long.
Not long.
Okay.
A couple days.
Oh, so we were already like here.
Otherwise, everyone would be dead.
No, we were sent here.
Yeah, Varian came back. They learned what he did. They locked him up. They sent us right away to figure out what's going on. Because this is like the warden of the Supermax just
So,
showed
like, all
back
the
up
people
home,
are
said I'm
still
done.
alive.
So,
Okay.
right, yeah, let's get to that central tower.
Okay, so as you walk through the building, you're going to come toward the largest building in this citadel, the Chained City. As you enter in, the long hallways lead all the way back toward this central column. And as you enter into it, you see hundreds of prisoners screaming at you as you're walking, very much like the mines of Moria, like in the center of this vacuous hall, just looming over you. And even though you are each carrying like lanterns and devices of magic, some of you are actually just like have little orbs of light floating in the air. The light you're putting off, it's almost shaking against the darkness that is coming from the sides of this room. This is not natural, and none of you have seen this before. The light that is in the corners is not like it's not just black. You see red tinged, like black that's so dark that you almost see like that burgundy color just kind of bleeding into the cracks. And it is unsettling, but your goal is dead ahead.
Kind of a random question. The other gods in the world, like Cecil, are they in existence yet?
Well, that's kind of I think you could answer that question, actually. So, no.
No, right?
Like Cecil's, that's like thousands of years in the future.
Yeah, but I didn't know if they were alive in a different form.
I think you got to stick with what your characters would know, so you're not sure.
I was just asking you.
Yeah, no. I'm not. I can only answer what your characters would know.
Yeah, I'm not asking as I character.
Yeah, but we want more lore.
He's never in display his characters.
Right, yeah, we go towards that.
So you walk slowly through this long, dark hallway, the screams piercing into your mind. As you reach about halfway through the hall, can I get will saves from everybody?
It's like the shadows are redshifting, sir.
13.
13.
11.
19.
5.
Okay, 5 and 11 are gonna fail. So as you move about halfway through the hall, all of a sudden, think like very horror movie-esque, like like almost like a camera jolt, you know, like the kind of like static almost. Like that's what you see with your vision. Just this kind of so with your 11, you just kind of see like almost like there are floaters in your eye. But there's this there's this red on the peripheral of your vision. And almost like panic, like red hot panic, and then you shake it off. Your character starts breathing heavier, and you kind of turn around slightly, and in the distance, almost just like a flash, you think you see a scarecrow, and then it's gone.
Oh, wowza.
All right. At that point, I'll throw up my Twilight Sanctuary.
I'm going crazy.
Everybody stay close. Twilight Sanctuary, it protects from being charmed or frightened.
So, like, scarecrows are not common with the Vey, so this is very strange. It's like a straw creature hung on this cross,
The killing Hayman.
and then it's just gone. Like, you see it for a second.
Get
I'm
yourself
frightened,
together.
boss.
try to ignore it. It's
I'm not afraid, boss. It's just in my head.
just very good. Gold star.
But you chose us because we're very efficient.
Something like that.
Whatever are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. Don't think on it. Don't speak of it. Let's just keep going.
So as you continue to walk through the hall, Flint starts to walk away from your light, just kind of over toward the cages, and he just almost like he's in a comatose state, just starts walking away from the group. You would all see this.
Flint.
He doesn't answer.
Flint.
You see 3 dancing lights above him, and as he continues to walk away, like you're the only light in this room, and as you continue to walk, one of the dancing lights go out. And he keeps walking. Okay.
Someone
I'm
go
gonna
get
go
him.
after him.
Okay?
Flint, you big mulligan, get over here!
The other one goes out.
I'm just gonna, at that point, I'm gonna sprint and
Yeah,
grab.
running after him with.
Yeah.
Okay, so you reach him, and as you pull him, he snaps out of it and just starts like almost like he was totally normal, and now he's just like panicking. And in the distance, you see probably 8 cells, and the people are not just dead; they look as though they've been turned inside out, and their body parts are all over the walls.
Fucking awesome. I mean, oh god. Oh. I'm gonna Flint is gonna be very much larger than me, but I'm gonna buddy carry him basically. Like I'm gonna wrap my arm around his waist and start dragging him backwards through his own fear back to the sanctuary.
I'll come and help for sure.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. You guys get back to the center, and as you do, you start to hear louder screams, and mixed in with the screams, it sounds like something is like ripping people apart.
Yes, that gore is recent.
Like,
She's gonna-
you're not sure, like you don't know if this is in your head or not, though.
Oh, okay.
Like you don't see anything.
Floyd is going to come up to him and take her arrow gloves, or shooting gloves, and she's gonna slap him across the face. This is serious. You need to get your act together.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Cephas, protect me.
Are you okay?
I thought these people, and he casts dancing lights and throws them toward the cells, and when they get to the cell, the ones that were near it, you saw it, when the lights hit the cell, you see 4 people in those cells, screaming. And you see that, and he just kind of, I think we should move.
Commander, you need to understand. Those people in the cells were eviscerated just a moment ago. Something's casting illusions.
Might not be illusions, but either way, we can't be here for long.
At this, getting the cue off you hitting him, Flint hits you. We are the Vey. We control the light. Illusions are light.
All right, let's keep going.
Well, something here is controlling your mind.
Thought we were going to start having a slap.
You just have a slap.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Let's go.
So you're gonna hit Martin. Let's go!
Yeah.
Okay, you continue?
Yeah.
All right, you meet you about 3/4 of the way, and all the screaming stops. You see, almost as if on cue, the door that you're trying to get to, you see it now. Like you're seeing something through moonlight. It's just like you can see it just in the darkness. You see the exit. But from behind you, in the darkness, that you cannot see anything from the own light that's casting maybe 15 feet out from you, you just begin to hear this song. Just this it's a beautiful woman's voice. That was not a beautiful woman's voice. But here's this is like,
Oh, witches.
Enough of these games. I'm going to take my hammer and I'm going to raise it above me, and the head of it is just going to get. There's a pinion of light in the middle, and it'll just get brighter and brighter and brighter until you can't even look at it, and then that light shoots up into the air, and I cast daylight.
You light the room in light. Just 30, I think it's 30 feet, 60, just. And as your light casts, empowered by a little bit of Sethis, you see shadow tendrils like on the cusp, like the corners of the daylight. Just. And everywhere that you are, you can see perfectly fine. You're close enough to the door that it actually lights it up in the another 60 feet out. It become dim light. So you see the door now, and the song ends.
Commander, go. I'll stay behind.
You're not staying behind.
You have my arrow. Go, and I will follow.
Don't be long. Right. We'll go.
Each of you go. So you'll go out of the light.
No, I'll stay. I'll
At the edge
walk
of the
at the edge
fringe.
of the what? Like I.
Yeah, because it stays where you cast
Yeah.
it. So it'll stay for I think a minute. 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry. It lasts for an hour.
Perfect. So you're standing and you just look out into the dim, and there's just darkness, like a wall of darkness. You reach the door, and as you open it, you enter into a large tower that goes. I think we said it was like 800 feet high. You were at the middle section of it because it goes down, which would have went down into the earth. But far, far down below, you see this pedestal sitting in a pool of what looks like water. And down there, holding to the pedestal, you see one of the Fae, and he's got his hand up like this, and he's still breathing, but he's probably like 400 feet down. And the door's open, and you just see him look up, but he can't see you. But you know he is most likely the warden.
Okay.
This room, all these like mechanisms are moving. You see these crystals kind of floating up. Whatever they built, this is what's making the city float.
Is there a staircase to get
There
down
is.
to him?
Okay. Is this section of the tower, is it also like dark and? Or
This
is it
section
lit?
looks pretty like all the mechanisms are like gold, and there's these white crystals, and it's actually pretty well lit.
Okay.
So the pool of water is this. It's like a moon pool of white light, and you can see pretty well in this tower. It goes all the way up, and you see all the magic like coalescing at the very top of it.
Okay. All right. Let's hurry down.
It take you maybe 10 minutes to get to the bottom. You're moving quick, but you're not running down the stairs. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, the warden looks at you with. He just doesn't seem all there. He sees you first, though, my lord.
What has happened here?
Where to start? Did Varen return?
You did.
And he did not tell you?
Not specifically, no.
We pierced through the veil. We danced with the power of Sethis, the power of death, the dark, and the light. We saw the thin knife of twilight, and in it we saw many different possibilities. He kind of reaches his hand towards you, but in all of them, we lose.
How?
It is a fate I dare not trouble you with. It doesn't make sense. We are forgotten. Utterly and completely. Our histories and people all erased. Sethis. They will banish her. They will remove her from the light of our God. And she will continue to try to separate the darkness from us. But she will fail. And you will fail. So we decided that there was one way out. There are things older even than the Denari, and we can awaken them. They can fight what's coming.
But will they fight for us?
It doesn't matter. They will fight and consume. It will make a difference. The children of the stars. They're coming, they're coming. And as he says this, you start to hear screams again coming from the rooms.
Kevin's fault.
Hmm?
So it was all Kevin's fault.
All right, well, let's get you out of here. You've got information that the councils can use. We need to get the prisoner, and we need to leave.
No. Let him rot. He is too dangerous.
We found evidence of other prisoners who have already escaped. If they've escaped, he can escape too. I'm not going to risk that.
He pulls off this intricate key from around his neck. The death he brings will be on you.
Grab it. It's order of the king. Even if I think differently, I can't go against that.
Meanwhile, the hour-long daylight starts to flicker at 10 minutes. It starts to slowly recede.
Oh. She's going to turn her back to where the light is, and she's going to walk backwards to the door.
Uh-huh.
Commander! Commander!
You can't hear her.
Okay.
Commander!
It's about 30 feet now, and you start to hear the song.
She's going to start running backwards.
Okay?
So again, with her back to the door and her arrow to the darkness.
She's like running,
She's
yeah.
going to be running backwards to the door.
So as you're heading back, you start to go back, and all you start to hear is this. It's beautiful and haunting, but it's starting to like pierce into you. And so you're taking a few steps back, and all you hear just kind of echoing up over the darkness. The smokery clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve. Mountains of iron, seas of bone. In darkness we must ride, for I have seen. And it just keeps going.
Okay. No, she's gonna just will it and just run.
Okay, so do you turn your back on the song?
Are you running backwards?
I'm still running backwards. How I am.
Okay. It's going to be hard to run.
That's fine. That's fine. She's doing it.
All right, let's
She's
do
a scout.
let's do an acrobat. Let's do an
She's a
acrobatics
scout.
check.
We're doing it.
Now one.
Oh, God. Oh, I hit the thing. I hit the thing.
You touched the butt.
Alright, it's a 6.
Okay, so you start to go, and all of a sudden the light keeps going in, and you trip over something.
Yep.
And as you fall back, like you're still up, you don't fall flat, but you're still up, but you fall back, and like from right next to you, you just hear, "Fear the darkness in your land." And then from your other side, "For it is born of light."
Well, she wouldn't know what to do. She's gonna think that they're people, so she's
So-
gonna multi.
Yeah,
She's gonna
she's like-
multi-attack.
Okay?
She's gonna scout multi-attack, so she'll just
Just
fling
like
her.
fire
Yep.
and fire.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, 11 for one, and then 22.
Okay, so you fire, and one of your arrows flies into the darkness, and you actually hear it hit someone. Just,
Yeah,
but you don't see anything.
that's
So,
what she would do.
so as you're still on the floor. What do you want to do?
How close are you to the door?
She's like 30 feet away.
I would lift myself up and
So as you
Kind of
lift
like do
yourself
like a
up, like you're
stagger.
like getting ready to leave, in the distance about 100 feet from you, the way you're facing, because you still have you're still facing this darkness, you see a candle, like floating in the darkness.
nope,
No, I don't.
nope,
Nope.
nope. And she's gonna just keep yelling for Torrin.
Okay, back to the tower. So you start to head back up. It's been about 15 minutes, and at about the 15-minute mark, you start to hear. What do they hear?
Commander, Commander, and you're just gonna hear. Psh, 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 psh.
Floyd is in trouble.
All right.
Run.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna bolt. Yep.
Okay, so you start running up the stairs. The warden is not running with you. He's just kind of walking up. Flint's got him, but he's trying to drag him. He's just like, go find her. I'll take care of him. And as you're running up the stairs, you see him, and a small smile goes across his face. The children of the stars are coming.
How long? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it'll take you about 2 minutes to get up there. So you're running, you cut the time in half. Back to you. You've got about 10 feet left of the light. And the candle is getting closer.
The candle! The candle! Do you see the candle?
So they're not there yet.
Commander!
We'll see.
No!
We're coming.
Negative. 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 Shitball 6.
Not good.
A minute of painful time passes. You're back basically up against the door. The light going down. Think almost like lights going out one by one. The light just closing in until finally the candle is starting to come almost right next to where the edge of the light is. Until finally you see this white, slender hand come into the light, still holding the candle. It looks humanoid slightly, but its fingers are long and like bony. And the candle, as the candle comes into the light, you see it is made of what looks like blood, and it's still just dripping. For I have seen the songs of yore of virtue, pain, and light. But I have ne'er seen their sound. And all of a sudden you see this face start to come through. It doesn't look like a face, it's smooth. And you just hear, and the candle goes out, as does the light, as soon as the door opens behind you. And your friends are near you.
I drag you in. What are you doing?
The
You were
moment
supposed to come back when the light went out.
So I just want to have her down, crouched with her bow on her, just screaming in pain with a drip of candle wax on her chest. That's what you see.
Even as they pull you back into the light, you cannot get the song out of your head.
Turn it off! Turn it off! Commander, turn it off! I can't! Just turn it off!
you're okay.
I smack her.
Let's get you out of here.
Do some more magic.
I'll the moment I was going to say, the moment that we opened the doors and I saw that the daylight was gone, I'll recast it again, but I'll keep it in my hammer to keep with us.
Okay? You start to walk through the hall. It takes you a few minutes to get to the other side. You still hear the screams. You no longer hear the things ripping through people, just the screams. You hear things like, "You can't leave us here. We'll die. Please, please." And the warden and Flint come just kind of trailing at the end of you. Finally, you reach the other side of the door, and you open it. And as you start to exit, each of you knows that if you shut this door, these people are doomed.
I failed you, Commander. I can't get it out of my head. They're all going to die. They're all going to die.
I know. You didn't fail me. I failed you. We failed this place. Let's do what we can, and we need to get out of here.
We all die, Floyd. It's a matter of how we choose to live. They made their choices, and they're paying the price. But we can make different choices. Let's obey our king and obey our commander. And go forth.
I'll go up to her, and I'll put my hand on the side of her head. And there's a flash that kind of starts from one side and then meets into my palm. And I try casting Remove Curse to see if that helps her at all.
It will. So it pulls
nice.
the madness away, so you no longer hear the song, but you'll never forget it.
I've done all I can do for now. Are you okay? Can you walk?
Thank you. Yes, I'm sorry. We can go.
Don't
Praise
apologize.
Praise Cephas.
All right, let's go.
Okay, you make it, after several minutes, you make it back into the main hall. So you'll find yourselves at the edge. You start to walk over the bridge. Flint is holding on to the warden. And as you near, you see the lightless pull itself back up out of the pool of this black water. So it's the white juxtaposed with the black. As the warden gets about halfway to the bridge, the door to this room opens. You see wind. You feel wind blow through. You see it. But none of you see anything except for the warden falls to his knees, shaking. Yes, it looks as though he sees something in the door that none of you can see.
In that door to the prison?
Here or
That
here?
door. Sorry, the door that enter into the prison.
Oh, okay.
All the way.
Oh, all the way over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look.
You don't see anything.
Think he's losing it.
Warden, what's there?
You see him just kind of reach his hands out.
Leave him here for now. We'll come back on our way out. He's going to be no help. He'll just he'll slow us down. I've got his key. And I'll go back across the bridge. towards my
So
home.
as you near the bridge, you see Flint, and he walks up, and the figure, my lords, it is good to see you again. And without a word, Flint cuts through the lightless thing. Just, you see just burn away. I've had enough of this place. Whatever secret she held, our people do not need it. She just burns up.
We'll
What is
speak
the
more
Venor-
later.
What is this guy? Is there any reaction from this guy when that happens?
Nope. So he just
Well,
so
we're still-
Flint just burned up the shadows
Right.
Yeah.
creature. The Denari doesn't even acknowledge your being there.
That was not honorable, Flint.
I will pay the price.
You will. Let's go.
To be fair, I do feel like they're more like the Geneva suggestions, you know?
What? All right. Yeah, we'll head to the main door.
Okay, yeah. We'll actually have to start playing your characters now.
Oh,
if that's
sure.
okay.
Oh,
On the battle cam.
Oh,
so are we starting from here? Where would you like us to
Or-
start?
No, you can be there.
We can make the
Right
door?
there, yeah.
Okay.
game, here we go.
The
I'm
pedestal female. Ponytail.
Who's this?
Is that me or is that Eli?
This is you, right?
Oh.
You're the barbarian looking. Is this you, Eli?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a thug.
Okay. Stay behind me. I don't know what we're going to find. And I'll unlock the door.
The door unlocks and opens. Oh, we can open it. Because involved.
It's over.
As you open it, you see red glyphs on each, not glimpse, glyphs. On each of the
Glimpse.
corners of the room. They spill red light into the center. Sitting on a chair in the center with long hair, like covering their face, you see a figure. They are dressed in tatters. They look to have been here for a very long time, but they don't look withered. Their head is down and they are extremely pale. There is, as you look upon them, each one of you, it's almost like they are the antithesis of the Denari. It's almost like there is a darkness to them, almost like they're eating the light, slightly. Not, but just a little bit of that. Torrin, as you take a step into the room, the warden stands up on the bridge. And so each one of you turns and you see, and the warden just goes, I understand. We are all your children, Mother. Yeah. All your children.
Yeah, somebody needs to kill
And
the
he
warden.
just falls off the bridge.
Oh,
Did
good.
take care of himself.
Good. Freaking warden.
Probably for the best.
This place is evil and sick.
It's a lot more
Yeah,
than
it
that.
sounds like we brought that here, though.
Speak for yourself. My heart is
Not
pure.
we, but him. That guy who just killed
Oh,
himself.
yes.
The device that takes us back to Tyve, how does that, is it like an area of effect, or is it like okay.
Yep. But you do know that the runes are going to keep the prison
Right,
and your
yep.
device from working.
So, there's a reason there's a certain number of you. I need everybody to go to one of those glyphs. Then when I give the signal, you need to break the glyph and then run towards the center. I'm going to activate the device. I do not want him out of containment for as long as we can.
Okay.
So you start to walk in, you start to move over quickly, you have a purpose, and Torrin, as you walk toward the center, the figure's head lifts and the hair just kind of parts, and you see these long pointed ears and this pale skin. They look like an Umtharan. And so you've come to free me at last, have you?
You know you haven't turned that. We're here to relocate you.
No prison will hold the Crimson Knight.
Well, we've done okay so far.
So as you come in, you see Flint walk up near you, and he hits the cage with his sword. Silence! We will not hear your poisonous lies.
He sounds an angry little thing.
Yeah, he's funny.
Just,
I don't
just a
know.
lot of testosterone.
Who? Flint?
Flint, yeah.
Flint,
It's a little too much.
Yeah. All right. So once everybody's in position, are you ready?
On your count, sir.
And I'll count down 3, 2, 1. Now.
we go dashing to the
I'd
center.
say yeah, sprint. I want to try to jump on his back because I feel like he's gonna try to turn into a bunch of bats and fly away.
They're not vampires.
Initiative!
What?
Just for Trevor.
It's Trevor's fault.
That's
Wait, I can redo that.
that was so.
Jesus
Nat
Christ.
20.
I have not rolled above a
guys are rolling
7 with this
crazy.
dice.
So I need to know the people at the corners.
How many?
Ah.
Well, I thought you said it was all the way around.
Yeah.
There's
There are
4.
4, one on each corner, and then the rest of the group I assume would be up near him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was going to be.
I said I was running from the
I
glyph,
was
so
going
I'm
to
in
be
the
right
corner.
behind him.
14. Floyd is still kind of freaked out, so she
I'll
would
be at a
go
corner.
to a corner.
Or yeah,
I'm not
Jamie.
sure. I'm not sure you are.
I think
sorry.
that's.
That's
one.
Jamie.
No, I've got.
Okay, so I'll
I've
be
got-
up by the
That's
guy.
no, that's me. I'd be in a corner up there.
Right here.
Yeah.
Jamie's here. She's good.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Allie, you're up with me.
Is
And
Flint up here?
Torrin.
I don't think we have Flint.
This will be
There you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay, so you turn off the glints. The lights go dark. Torrin, you have the device out in your hand.
Okay.
This figure, this Crimson Knight, is sitting in the center. Trevor, you're ready to jump on him. And as soon as the lights go out, right where the warden was on the bridge, you see this white figure with smooth skin just standing at the bridge.
Okay, well, just activate the device. Let's go.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if I notice, I don't even know if I noticed that thing popping up behind us, but he hasn't given any indication of us to do anything other than what we planned. So
Perfect. So let's go ahead. We are in initiative. Give me a second. right. So, who rolled the nat 20?
This scout is a babe.
We're gonna.
Veer.
That's me.
That's me too.
That's me.
Okay. 18 to 20. 18 to 20.
Sorry, I got out of 20.
We're just gonna use your character names.
20.
Okay.
Helena.
15 to 20.
20. It's dirty 20.
You're already
We got you.
Yeah, I got you. 10 to 15.
14.
7 to 10.
7.
Oh my god, you guys.
Okay. The rest of you.
6.
3.
Aaron. No.
What did Flint get?
Oh, I didn't roll Flint. Oh, Flint rolled a 19.
Okay, so right after Bjorn.
Hi.
Aaron.
Here we go.
Oh, there's one too many figures in there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 of us.
Yeah, but the middle ones.
Yeah, I'm not counting them. 1, 2, 3,
All right,
4,
guys.
5, 6,
TTK
7, 8.
or we got this.
Yeah, there was one too many.
Okay, I am the one on the thing.
I think that's supposed to be Flint. He was the one that was always
Oh,
on the
thank
bridge.
you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Flint is I had my guy out there, so that makes sense. So who is this?
That's me. I
Who is
was
this?
Now,
Me.
Allie.
Allie, you're gonna have to be in the corner. Is that good?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need a coffee.
Okay, cool.
Okay, here we go. Your character's name?
Rule.
Rule. You're up.
Well, I'll move 30 feet to the center.
Go ahead.
Like right
Yeah.
there. And then do I get to him?
You get to him.
And then he doesn't have anything on him, right?
Nope.
I'll just try to grab him.
Grapple.
Yeah. 9.
We're all gonna die.
we're really good at this game. We have bad luck.
You do not grapple him.
I tried.
Yeah. Okay. At the end of your turn, you are technically, I'm going to say you are within visual range. I need a will save.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Nat 20.
Perfect. You ignore the figure. You don't even see the figure on the bridge.
Yeah, I got a mission.
Bjorn. So, what's your character's name?
Helena.
Skeet.
What?
Skeet it is.
Skeet.
Why are you my name?
You know, I was thinking. So originally, my character was going to be like emo, and I didn't have
sorry,
that
I
prepared.
said my name.
So yeah, don't have.
I'm sorry.
You want to go into the backstory that didn't happen? Okay. Do you need a will save first?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So I'm going to take the yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grapple.
Go ahead.
Boop. Oof. Oof.
Careful.
10.
A little better than me.
Nat 20.
Oh.
So you try to grapple, and it's almost like grabbing mist.
Oh Jesus. So
Will save?
Yes.
okay.
That one?
That one.
7.
7's not going to do it. So as you get there, you try to grapple, and as you do, you look up, and you see this figure that very, very like Silent Hill-esque is twisting and bending like out of sync with reality. But you see this beautiful in terms of like this tight cylindrical body that goes all the way down, and it's just pure white, smooth, like white obsidian. The whole creature is made of it,
It's
Slender.
beautiful and horrific at the same
and it's
time.
and it's moving. It has no face.
Reality.
You are stunned for 1 round.
Can I say anything?
You could say you can't do any actions.
Okay. So originally I was gonna say something else, but now I'm gonna scream
Shut the door!
Probably good.
Okay. So as you fall to this and you see it, you just you scream, "Shut the door! Fear not, Mother is here."
Oh God.
I'm not having another character die to this bitch.
Even if it's this.
Let me go be with Elric.
It is Elbrick.
Flint.
Somehow the time
Time loop.
Flint.
is Elbrick.
Slowly turns to you, Torrin. And as you look at him, you see blood is coming out of his eyes.
What?
He grapples you.
I knew it! I knew it!
Yes.
What a fuck.
Are you kidding me?
He's definitely gonna get punished when we get back from this mission.
He's gonna be dead.
Oh, I rolled really well.
I did not. You got it.
I got a 19. So just static. So he grabs you. He doesn't say anything.
Shouldn't have
He's,
let
like,
him hang
not
out with
there.
the warden, man.
Okay. Helena.
Trevor's character.
So, are we in position for where we need to be?
You got to get up within
You gotta be in
about
that circle.
without like 10 feet of
Yeah.
Torrin.
Okay.
So like basically, if you're on the white part, you're
Yeah,
You're-
so.
give or take a square.
Frick.
You can do it.
No, I was okay. She'll get up. She'll do a running jump and try and grapple him. Seeing
Wait,
everyone-
grapple who? Flint or the other guy?
No, Flint. Sorry.
Do it.
Yeah. Seeing that the commander is.
You're here though, right?
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can't get to him.
I can't. Not even like jumping to do it.
No. You can only move 30 feet.
Okay, then I'll do him.
Okay. Everyone's trying to grab the Crimson Knight.
That was my plan before all the other things happened.
Wait a minute.
You can do it.
No, I can't. 10.
11.
Oh.
Will save?
Was close. Will save.
Can I do? Wait, I can make 2 melee attacks though.
No, you grapple.
Yeah, but melee. Will save.
No, that doesn't work. That's that crazy rule in the book.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah. So no.
No, okay. So, will, you said?
Yeah, will save.
10. No? 11.
You are stunned.
Not again, not again, not again, not again.
So as you look at this, the smoke, gray clouds of fire and ash. The song is back. Okay. Their turn. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Hi.
5, 6.
God.
You.
What'd you roll?
A 2.
2.
You dare to hold me captive. He pulls his hair back. Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Remember, dodge, duck, dive, and dodge.
14.
Practically throwing a wrench at you.
Let me make sure though.
That was a straight 14. I think that was a pretty good roll for this character.
Pretty good.
Because
We
I don't
were
think
rolling
he
nat
have any
20s.
saving throws.
No.
Like he has nothing.
Nope, it is much higher.
That's a lot of dice I hear.
I'm quite afraid.
Oh, I'm sure this
the
character's
worst.
probably just dead.
This is your worst character. It's not.
It's like a Christopher Walken knockoff. It's like a Christopher knock from Temu.
Timu. I thought it was Tamu. Oh God.
Somebody
Outright
kill
dead.
him.
So,
Just like dead.
so you see this figure, and he goes like this. but
11 hit
You see blood. Blood starts to just pour out of you, and it doesn't. He doesn't drink it. It just starts to go up, like around him, infusing him, and you see all of the strength start to return to him. That's the end of his turn. Torrin.
Okay. My focus is. Fuck.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's just getting. I'm getting him back to where I know people can help. So I'm going to hold my interacting with the device. Is it?
Yeah. So you're interacting.
Is that like an action or a bonus action?
It's an action.
Can I shout as a free action?
Yeah, of course.
Leave me, Commander. Go now! As I watch her body fall. Go now!
It'll take me.
Do it!
It'll take me a half second to, and I'll hold my action until, because I know that
These
people.
two-
Yeah,
you'll
these
get
two
them in.
they're actively running. So I'm going to interact with this device, and then the last turn of it, I'm going to wait until they're both within range.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that's totally.
Are you gonna wait till they're within range or till after their turn?
I'm going to wait until I'm holding my action until everybody is
Yes.
within the range of this device.
So if they choose not to go into the range, you will not activate it.
correct,
Okay.
just by the rules of D&D.
Because you could like hold it until the end of the round.
Yeah, you could. You could say at the.
So if they choose not to.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll till the end of the round.
Okay. So if they want to sacrifice themselves, like that's on them.
Your character's name is Sir Bertrand.
Sir Bertrand.
Sir Bertrand.
So I can't quite see. Can I reach the guy who just killed
Yes.
Yeah.
Rule? So I charge forward and slashing with my greatsword. For Rule! You fiend! How do you like a 13?
You cut him, but it doesn't seem to hurt him. It's not high enough.
But I'm on the platform.
They'll save.
But do I have to? I'm not looking that way. I'm looking the other
Yeah,
way.
I'll give you. You have a 25% chance of seeing it.
Okay.
One number you want a D4.
What number do I don't want?
Yeah,
I don't want a 4.
you don't see it.
All right.
And then your character,
You just see me.
Thadwig. I actually like Thadwig.
I'm gonna get him.
Not again, not again.
I'm gonna attack Flint.
I'd like straight up attack him or grapple him or hit him, hurt him, punch him,
What are you?
love him.
Oh yeah, I'm grappled. Can I
Yeah.
still interact with this object if I'm
Yeah.
grappled?
Technically, yes,
Alrighty.
because the rules of D&D don't make sense.
I'll
He just got me around the waist.
You
grapple
just
thing.
pull
All
them
it does
off.
is
Why can't I think of the word? It's,
reduce your
Right.
to
Grapple?
0.
Yeah.
No, not grapple. It's where you hit but you don't deal
So
any
dual
like,
damage?
Oh,
What?
non-lethal.
non-lethal. Can I non-lethal like hit him with a end of my mace? Perfect. I'm not gonna use that one
So
now.
his eyes are bleeding,
No,
so.
you hit him
might
with the
not
mace.
see
It's
that.
a
not as
5,
hard.
but I have advantage because I have pack tactics.
I also had
So
that.
it is
Not against grapple,
15 and a 7.
The 7 won't hit. The 15 should. It's your AC.
Yeah, it'll hit. It is 1d6 plus 2. 8 damage.
And how much damage life does he have?
32.
So
32?
he's got as much as you do.
Mine had 11.
Well, he took the.
1/2.
He's like a stronger dude.
My guy sucked.
He has less abilities than the.
My guy had 0 abilities.
Wait, what are
He took the
you?
1/8.
I know.
Yeah.
I took the bad character.
So
What,
There are
what
no
you?
bad characters.
fuck.
just bad play.
32.
I was gonna say that.
You just
I played
you
bad.
smash him right in the face, and it does seem like it. We'll say it loosens him up to where you can use the device.
Push the button.
Get off him!
Push the button.
What are you doing? You are facing it though, so let's go ahead and do a.
I am. I don't know if that is.
He's like sideways. He's like beside you.
19.
Oh yeah, you don't see it.
Yeah. I'm one of them fighters.
Oh my goodness. All right, sir. We're gonna do a use magical device check.
No,
So it's an
100?
intelligence. No, it's an intelligence check.
Can you watch a video?
Oh, that's not fair.
It needs to do a D100, like teleportation.
It's okay. I'm
It's the save is a 14.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but like we have clerics don't have good.
I like
intelligence.
the teleportation.
I would say that he could just use it, but
I've got
there's a lot
okay.
of stress right now.
I've got okay
I
intelligence.
think it's fun to roll, but
Fighting fools here.
13.
Oh! Okay, so you go to use it, like it doesn't click quite right. So if okay, so that's it. So so
I'm
you just-
dead.
He gets his pack tactics.
No.
okay, the figure, the creature, it moves 60 feet.
Oh God.
Mother knows.
Oh, yeah.
best.
So as this thing, it doesn't actually move. It blinks like, and then it's there.
No.
So those of you who see it moving towards you.
No.
Those of you who are stunned are just like, like, oh my God. As it gets nearer, you see like trailing behind it, like as it's moving, just carcass, like carnage, like bodies and corpses. Like you see like bodies like reaching out as though it's leaving a trail of people, like just like think stop motion corpses like behind it.
Are the corpses staying or are they disappearing like after like 10?
No, they're staying.
staying?
It's like a path.
Oh my god.
Even though you don't see it move the path, it's just like wherever it moves, it's like there's a path of dead
Worst
corpses.
episode of Wallace and Gromit ever.
Does it resemble a scarecrow at all?
Not yet, but it's a good question.
Oh dear. Oh God.
So for no, so it doesn't yet, but that's a great question. So as it gets to about there,
Fireball.
those of you who have failed the check start to see what look like skinless corpses are digging their ways out of the walls. Is what you see.
Oh.
Oh, what's that one movie?
Can you not hear the music of the spheres?
Commander turned it off.
I feel like
Turn it
a lot of
off.
people are lost their turn.
I did.
I'm good.
So you lose your turn. At the end of it, go ahead and roll me a will save.
This.
Oh, 19.
Yeah. So you regain your abilities to act. Flint. I'm gonna say Flint gets hit good in the head. He's not gonna.
It's recovering.
He's just gonna try to maintain his grapple. He's not gonna do anything additional. So he's just gonna maintain his grapple. That's what he does. You're up. What's your character's name?
Floyd. I fail.
Okay, so just like you're hearing, the song is so loud.
Commander!
It's like
Turn it off!
You start to hear the corpses coming through the walls. You're hearing them sing it too.
They all have candles.
You
for
start
you.
clawing your own eyes.
Yeah, I'm like clawing at my ears.
Like you see like blood coming down your cheeks. And
Yes.
Just like, okay.
But you're dripping wax out of your face.
Oh, nice.
Commander, turn it off.
Stay
Take us
strong.
out of here.
So this figure points towards you, but as he does, he looks up and will saves.
Oh, he has to make it. Oh, all right.
Mother Argulus don't
If you don't
work with
care.
no one.
Mother Argulus don't care.
So you see him look up and just like his whole he goes even more pale than he is. He looks at you. Get us out of here.
Yeah, okay. So do it.
Torrin.
All right, yeah, I'll attempt the
The
device. again.
DC goes down by 1, sir.
We got a little practice.
Well, hang on. When that happens, does your NPC let go? Was he
No,
like
he
mind
maintained his
controlled?
grapple. He maintained his grapple, that's what he said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, he maintained his
He
ground.
didn't do anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he was mind controlled, so when
By
he
the
went
crimson.
past it,
Gotcha. Nope. 12.
Okay,
Kevin.
the DC goes down
Dude.
goes down to 12 now.
Really, Kevin? 12?
come on,
I told you
man.
I have not rolled above like a 7 this whole game.
Oh,
Sir Bertrand.
more people are dying.
So I was like right in front of him,
Close
and I
the
saw
door.
him look right, and I've been hearing people say this, and so I shut my eyes, and I go stumbling down the stairs, blindly reaching for the doors to try and shut them.
Oh yeah, you shot him. So you just like you're like
Yeah,
you
just like-
Do you hold them?
Oh god.
Do you hold the doors?
Is there a lock? Anything to lock it?
It's got like a
yeah, I'd say there's a
padlock.
lock.
Well, I mean, it was locked. I just don't know how it locks because we unlocked it to get in.
Oh yeah, he's got a point.
Yeah, you can lock it.
All right, so I lock it, and that's probably all I can do.
Yeah.
You can move back.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I?
yeah, movement.
All right.
Yeah, get
do I
back
have
up.
enough? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I get back on the platform.
It's like 15 feet each way.
Okay.
All right, next person.
I gotta get this badly.
Can you just go step outside the door for us?
Are you stunned?
No.
Okay,
I rolled
great.
19. I gotta get this fool off of you.
Gotta get falafel?
Ooh, falafels.
No.
I've
And
been thinking about
then
it since you brought it there.
yeah, no.
You didn't hit once?
None of them.
Okay. You're just like, oh man, I wish I had a little bit more strength.
Stop moving your head.
Can we just go to intermission? I'm done with this.
Until we're all
Some
doing
kind
the
of
walking.
violent fool.
I gotta practice.
Okay. All right. Give me a second.
I like this character.
I've got a +3 to intelligence too.
badly.
I'm not dumb.
I ain't a stupid.
I ain't a silly.
I ain't a silly, I swear.
I got good brains.
So, on this creature's turn,
No.
you were right at the door. You shut it. You come back, and all you hear is.
Pretend we're not here.
Turn.
No.
I was really hoping you said it just opens the doors.
No, just the subtle knock. All right.
You can leave now.
Correct.
Skeet.
I want to go over and roll to help Commander Torrin.
Yeah, let's do it.
Intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
3.
It's either 13 or 14.
Oh.
Technically, you take the help action, so you're fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
You have advantage.
13.
Help.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
Flint.
You're like, push it down.
Flint. At this point, though, regaining enough faculties, tries to grapple the device away from you. So grapple check versus your athletics or
wonderful.
acrobatics.
Oh, we're just gonna die. Okay, that's great.
No, we're not. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
all right,
there
all
we
right,
go.
all right, all right, all right.
I'll roll on the tape.
Oh,
19.
oh god, okay, 10. I thought he rolled a 19 as well.
Okay, he does not grab your device.
All right. Oh,
All right, Kevin.
mine.
You had the help action, right?
So is this guy, is he mind controlled
Yay.
by Blood Knight?
I think that.
By that?
Ah. 21.
So you'll regain your actions.
Hey, welcome back.
Right. It stopped.
You're like, I scratched it out.
Commander, get us out of here.
We call that bloodletting.
He walks up and he puts his long hands around yours as they're on the device.
It's like ghost.
I want you to remember what I could have done. Your turn.
Oh, help action.
Yep.
He's
So
got
I get
advantage.
Come on.
The 12.
What?
12.
It's dead.
Kevin!
Both of
So
them?
I've got the leadership thing. Does that count? It's saving throws and attacks.
Technically no, but let's you're right there.
You can
help
do
him.
it. You
This
so
is
you
a
get an
saving
additional
throw.
you get an additional D4. Oh, come on now.
What does he need?
He needs to roll a 2, 3, or 4. That's it.
Please, Kevin.
Kevin!
2.
So you do it like, and with this figure's hands on it, you turn the device and it blips. It's like you get sucked into like a little black hole is what it looks like.
Black hole suck.
So as the device activates, each one of you looking around, like the world starts to spin around you. Think Event Horizon, like it starts to like bend and mold. And as it does, you see this scarecrow. Like I want you to think of like a, I want you to think of the old, the thing that they used to use for making movies is where they took a metal, you know what I'm talking about? It's a metal wrap and they would spin it through
Yeah.
through
I think I
light.
know what you're talking
Okay.
Yeah.
Martin,
like-
you know?
Back when I went to go see the talkies. Yeah, before the talkies, I remember seeing those.
Go to the shadow. The shadow.
I didn't say it. I felt like he should have.
So,
He's not on his game.
so that's what's. It's like the world spinning. It's like that's what you're seeing. You see the scarecrow, and then you see the smooth figure moving, and then you see stars. And right as you're being pulled in, you see this world of reds and blacks and lightning flashing across the sky. And you feel all of these primal emotions mixed with fear, desperation, isolation, mania, and you see Flint like start to he like falls away. Like so as you're being pulled away, you see these hands start to move up and start to pull them back. And he's just like right as his eyes kind of flicker as though he's starting to come to, and he just looks up at you as they pull him like out, and you just hear Argulus. A moment passes, and you find all of yourselves in this room with all these glints lit up. You're steaming. There's like steam coming off of you. And as the doors open, this radiant blue light enters, and you see this crown of just immaculate light shining with this great spear enter, and immediately the spear goes down on the knight's neck. I, Lord Valence, hereby arrest you. Argulus. Intermission.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Oh, he's been alive a long
He's been around a long time. He remembers
I love,
everything.
I love
Well,
how
but now he's
our
dead, maybe.
like side
not dead.
stories.
Did we kill him?
No, don't.
Hey! Hey everyone, welcome back. We are Role Seekers and the Legend of Nibel.
Hello.
We're a group of local gamers. We play Dungeons & Dragons for your enjoyment. Everything you see is improvised. We are coming out of intermission, and we're gonna be switching gears here. So, hope you guys enjoyed that little craziness.
That was intense. I saw mommy.
You saw mommy. Hello, mommy. So, perfect. So, as this flashback comes to an end, a storm can be heard raging in the distance. You each awake on the cold, hard earth. As you look up, you see the stone ruins of the ancient Vayan temple from which the transportation arc has led you onto the mainland. As you wake up, it's about mid-morning. Those of you who were the one of you who is in trance, you've been up for some time. You see the hustle and bustle of several pirates and several of your NPCs moving around the top of the mountain where this ancient ruin is located. They are starting to cut down trees a little bit further down. They've built a small outpost tower, like a watchtower, and they're starting to set up the stone. The word that came to my head is like palisade. What do you know what I'm talking about? Where they put the wood things up. Mm-hmm. So they're putting wood pikes up. Eventually going to become like a wooden wall. Mm-hmm. They have not gotten very far. It's only been about a day since you have talked with Xandra. The portal is looking a little bit more stable. They have put some wooden scaffolding around that, and Xandra has used a little bit of her magic to reinforce the broken archway that you are coming through, but you still have to come through the water.
What did, since we clearly already had this conversation, I mean, how did Xandra respond to our description of the resticulate? Like, or really did worry that we're going to be a little bit exposed here to those things, which are really tough.
So her response to that would be that they could always go back through the portal. That's what she thought.
Okay.
So they haven't gone down the mountain and investigated that village and things, but they want to make sure that they have a forward base.
Okay.
So they did take in the children, and they took in Atherin, and you are welcome to go back to the Twilight Temple at your leisure, but this is where you find yourself today.
Wake up. It's so boring with no one else to talk to all night. Normandy, wake up!
All right.
Fish.
You're not.
Well, some
You're
of
not
us,
at all.
some
feel
of us
like
don't
it.
have ancestors that are eons old. We haven't developed quite like some of you. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure that my people never slept, but okay.
Can we see the castle of Keph from here? The top.
It's way in the
But,
distance, but you
see
can.
it kind of
Yeah.
in the distance.
So, what's the plan? We're gonna go try to get Helena out.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Why? Didn't we want to go there?
I'm not, based on his description of those things, if we couldn't even fight the Resticulum, how are we going to possibly fight them?
But that was the one that, like, we weakened him.
Yeah,
Well,
but
we had him on his knees.
Yeah,
there still wasn't a scratch on them.
but, like,
We can't just.
that's because it didn't attack them, right?
Just because you're on your knees doesn't mean you're done.
Okay, Aaron.
But we can't just leave. We can't just leave Helena to her fate.
I
Right?
also thought, like, she might be gone forever. But, like, I thought we wanted to go there. And those guys sound, like they could probably really help us fight these things.
I never got to roll a check to see if I hurted them. May I?
Sure.
Okay. Because I think I was, you cast Feign Death on me or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really bad idea to have that.
Ooh,
caramel
17
apple thing right
plus.
before
I
this.
think I'm proficient in history.
So you would know that they are shrouded in mystery. The barbarians of the West avoided the lands of Keph. The only ones who have stood against the lords of Keph were the barbarians of Dragda.
Oh.
But the Dragdan barbarians were said to have communed with darker entities. It is believed that they could commune with the dead. And even the lords of Keph did not want to deal with the dead.
Is that what, the one barbarian is that we took?
No.
She is Ilferin,
Oh,
and Kiera is on the mainland with you,
Yeah.
and will be played by Jamie, because Helena is gone.
sounds to me like we could team up with those guys.
This entire time, I've been sitting on the ground, just kind of flipping through that filigreed purple book of mine.
Do you remember the flashback that we just had?
That was going to be another question. Historically, I remember the flashbacks like as they happen. Would I have remembered this?
So thank you, I forgot. So as you wake up having had that dream.
Okay. And recognize him, obviously. So, like, it seems like that guy could really help us.
No. He is.
He helped you at one time.
He is just as old as I am.
Sounds like he's just a tad bit older.
There's a city very far away that acted as a prison for people like him, and he was our most feared prisoner.
Why?
I'm not totally sure. He was known as the Crimson Knight.
That's kind of
And-
cool.
That's pretty catchy.
Yeah.
I want that
Like,
name.
like the Crimson Knight and whatever we call ourselves.
Like the Crimson Chin.
It's all, I remember when I was a lad, when I was just getting smart enough to know what was what with Graham. I asked her, I said, well, Graham, why would you be with the guild? Why not just work for yourself? Why would you go with them? And she said, Whisper, me lad, you gotta listen. Sometimes you gotta watch other people's back so that they'll watch yours. So we can't just let Helena just get carried off and we just sort of write her off forever, right? I mean,
Like, is she dead?
I don't believe that she's in any danger. They were very interested in her. But I do have an idea that I might be able to get a little bit more information. And then as I am sitting there, I'll read the script out of my book, and as I do, I close my eyes and I cast Sending.
The best spell.
Breaker.
Helena, it's Torrin. I saw you were taken. Are you okay? Can we help? Where are you? What can we do?
Okay, so in terms of the timeline, this would be because you got taken during the morning. They went back. This is the next day. So technically, this would be after everything that happened, right?
Yes.
So I believe that's the way that it
Yeah.
would work. So you cast Sending, and as you cast it, waiting for the response, you hear a voice come back to you, and you envision these two hands on yours as you're holding the orb. You will remember what I could have done. It's the only thing you hear.
She doesn't get to respond.
She doesn't get to respond.
The pirates intercept the transmission.
Hello? It's me, real guy.
I'm a digger. I don't think she's able to respond right now, but
Is she dead?
no, I don't think so.
You do not lose your spell slot.
But that doesn't sound good.
I may have also done this wrong. I've never tried it before. I'm learning a lot of this stuff from the book for the first time, maybe.
She could be unconscious.
Right.
That doesn't sound better.
Or maybe she just doesn't know she can respond. I don't know, but
In reference to the barbarians of the Dreg Damor, their lineage ended several generations before I was born. Many generations. However, barbarians from all the clans except for the Ilthrins, they would travel to the traditional home of the Dreg Damor to seek guidance from them.
Nice.
So the people of New Norn, in their infinite wisdom around the time of my rule, didn't make any pilgrimages. However, there were stories of people being able to speak with their ancestors, or the ancestors of the Dreg Damor, to gain wisdom and advice. So if that's something you all are interested in, I know somewhat of the whereabouts of the direction that we could go, and maybe I could do something to help.
Is it near Keph?
Yeah, so it is, so Keph, so where you're at, technically Keph is to the northwest. This is like northeast.
What is it?
So if you're looking at the map, which it is the Vangnamar Plateau. The towns on your way there are Chisnev and Elinar. But the Vangnamar Plateaus are these like ice glacier plateaus that lead up into the deep into the mountains where the city of Dragda is located. You do know, as a barbarian, that your people never went to the city. They always ended on the Vangnamar Plateau, praying to the ancestral spirits. But to go all the way to Dragda was
Dragda their home?
Dragda was where the Dregdamore lived.
Okay,
Is that
and
where
was it
Evan
actually
Keep
a
is?
castle, or
It
was
is a fortress that is buried in the ice, along with its legends.
Is that where the
Oh.
keep is?
No, the keep is on its own island to the east.
Right.
Is it over there though?
In general area, yeah.
What's up? What? It's on an island.
The Evan Keep.
No, the Eben Keep.
No, Dragda.
Yeah, no,
I
I know.
asked
She was
you-
asking about
That's
the
not
Evan.
the
Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
it's
I missed the
yeah.
question. I apologize.
Sorry, I've been thinking about them much.
All right, so
That is a good question. That's so.
My character
so
doesn't know
and
that.
at
I
this
just
point, we have studied the map that was in the. Or,
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
can always
so-
you can always refer to this map.
So we're sort of maybe drawing it on the ground or something. And all right, so what you're saying, Bjorn, and I do see that we could perhaps gain some guidance if we headed up there, and we would be kind of getting close to Keph. I can't stomach the idea of just leaving her with those creeps without knowing what's going on. But if we go
That
there,
sounds a little judgmental.
right, they like took her. That's a definition of creep, right?
Did they take her? Did she just go?
They didn't give her much of an option.
Could he hear the conversation?
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, I was right outside
Okay, that's
the
what I
window. Yeah.
I mean, so I guess we just decide, like, we can head that way, and then, like, we can decide, do you want to just, like, ditch Helena and be on our way, or do we want to find a way to get her, or we want to just talk to these people, and maybe they'll just help us kill the rest of these big things?
It's a 2 weeks journey to Keph from the town, right, or the village.
2 to 3.
2 to 3. Okay.
Well, and we are talking about maybe going to the plateaus first.
Yeah. So.
At all of this,
3
you
to
guys
4.
are like, having this whole conversation. In comes like this tiny little like, she's not tiny, like she's normal size, but she's a smaller girl, dark skin, black hair, like think Moana-esque, like outfit wise.
Roll Seekers did not recognize that
I was
movie.
gonna say,
Moana-esque.
rhymes with Rowana.
Rowana-esque outfit wise. Excuse me, no more pata? No more pata?
Oh, what did that mean again?
Boat?
I think it's meant to boat. Yes.
No boat.
No more pata.
Land.
Walk with your feet.
It's like the sea, but solid.
Been on land before, Normandy.
You are go. You are
You
go.
can come. Do you want to come?
Yeah,
We point at the map.
yeah. No pata.
No.
No
It's
pata.
boat.
Walk.
I just want to say I'm not going to watch her.
Thank God. She's,
She does not need that.
Well, she was pretty handy out at that island.
She did get us out.
no boat.
She's
Me
she's
handy.
of my kind. I will take care of her.
But
I'm sure you will.
water.
And we know you can, Bjorn.
Oh, this is killing me.
Kiera.
What do you want from me?
Kiera.
Yeah.
Kiera.
Kiara.
Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Haven't we done this already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but you have to roll the R. Kiria!
Aaron.
Ernin.
No, Ernin.
Ernin.
Close enough. I do want to point out, I think I should say something, having drawn the closest to Helena, I think, of all of us.
Yes.
While she is a little bit prickly, there are times where she did she shone bright. She shone bright. There was, for instance, and I know that it's hard to believe, but we were in the ice cave when we were fighting the bears, and I almost I know it's hard to believe, but I almost fell. And there was Helena's hand, reached out for me, and I said, this is what flirting's like.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
That's
we
courtship.
should probably go get her. And there's probably like a lot of benefits. But Torrin's also not saying much except this guy's bad. And I feel like he probably knows.
Right, and if you know he's bad, we should go save her, right?
Like what? Like why bad?
I don't know for sure. I do remember that, like I said, he was a prisoner, and he is one of the most powerful creatures I'd ever seen, and that was several thousand years ago.
Like why can't we use that?
I don't think he would be on our side.
But he's not on the side of those things.
Correct. Yes.
Bad.
Very.
Who?
Aquarius.
Arcurus. Accurate.
Aquarius.
Would my people know?
It's like accurate and ass together.
Would that name ring a bell?
I know, because you're not from the mainland.
I think our best bet, because there's no way we can just go to Keph and get her back, especially if they want her, and Akirus is one of at least 2 of these people, and I would assume probably more than that. I think if we go to Dragda, I think it's our only lead.
Why did they want her?
She, they recognized that she was, her race,
Venari.
Venari. They recognized that, and they knew that she did not typically belong here, and
So
that she came from.
maybe I can get her back.
Or they just might collect you too.
Yeah, but like I'm just not gonna stay.
I don't think you'll have much. She didn't have much of an option either.
She might better leave right now. We don't know. It's a ways away.
I'd imagine if she wanted to leave, she'd return to us.
But it's also 2 weeks away.
Well, but she didn't answer the sending.
He might not have cast
Honestly,
it right.
Torrin yelled out loud. We all heard him, and we didn't hear her call back. So
Helena is more than competent enough to make her way back here.
I don't know about that.
well, honestly, if she was competent, why didn't she run at the first sign of danger?
Or like when she threw that rock, or when you threw that rock, she
Maybe
like
she
snuck
was
away.
trying to get us an ally.
Or the only way to answer is to ask her. So we head
so to Keph.
We head to Dragda.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Right.
But how
And
is
then to Keph.
How is Dragda gonna help us with Keph? He wants to talk to his dead ancestors. I don't understand how that's helpful.
That doesn't interest you at all?
I already
Nobody don't know how to help
explained.
us get
I
our
already
treasure.
explained via the dungeon master. the only thing that I know about what would I know that they're called? The people from Keph. Just the people from Keph.
The sorcerers.
The sorcerers of Keph. Yeah.
The only thing that the sorcerers of Keph were afraid of were the Dregdamor.
Okay, and they're still alive.
They are not.
Okay.
So what killed
It
the
is,
Dragdamor?
it is known amongst all tribes of barbarians that there are pilgrimages made to the traditional home of the Dregdamor.
So we want to get wisdom from them.
This is true.
Where?
You know of this?
So is this on the way to Keph?
She would know of it?
Bro, it's kind
It
of.
would- know about the
It's kind of, it forks
All
off.
5 of the clans at one point knew of each other.
I just wasn't sure because of the way that the
there's
island was
Keph
so
and
cut
there's
off
the-
how they can make
so it's not.
pilgrimages.
It's not. We're not going.
No,
like,
not the
we-
opposite direction or anything.
But they knew of
But
it.
they knew of it. That got passed down?
I think so.
Cool.
We never went, but we know of.
I think that also the Ilferans would have a reverence and also a fear of the Dregdamor. They're like the bad boy barbarians. All the barbarians know about the Dregdamor.
Good thing they're bad.
Well,
One thing they're dead.
one way or the other, I don't believe she's an immediate danger to life. I think they wouldn't take her all that way just to slit her throat there.
Flashback or flash 2.
But I mean, if we can get any information from their
Platoon style.
That was a choice.
I mean, if we can get any information from their ancient enemy, who also happens to be their next door neighbors, I think that's probably the way to go.
Do you know if they have?
that
any,
always the
do they
way?
have any other enemies that you remember?
Not that they happened to mention when I was sitting there.
Was it you? Because you said the prison.
I mean, this particular one historically was an enemy of the Vey,
Okay.
but as for the rest of
He
his
might
people,
not like you.
Is
He's
he
gonna
why
remember
you were in the box?
I don't know.
Did he box you in?
What was in the box?
What's in the box?
3 dead.
Okay. So,
But I do believe. I mean, he would definitely recognize the type of person I am, and maybe even me specifically. But I don't know how well his memory
Which
is
is-
after several.
which if
thousand
we
years.
run into him, sounds like would not be
You were
good.
there when I asked about you, and you know that he talked very poorly about your race.
Yeah, he
did.
knows.
Yeah, he knows about the Vey. But
Yeah, he does. He's
specifically
saying he doesn't know if he'll
Does he
recognize
remember?
him.
Does he have
Yeah.
the memory of the same scene?
Oh, gotcha.
Right.
Specifically
So
you.
if we start heading towards the plateaus, it will take several weeks to get there, and along the way, we can continue to attempt to contact Helena.
You know how to get to Dagdermore.
More or less. And now we have a map.
Well, and there's a good chance that we'll have some encounters we'll level up.
No, we won't.
We'll grow stronger and faster.
We'll
you
become
think-
better friends.
So are we gonna? Do you think
Real
like,
journey.
Sandra or any of them want to come with us?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Do you think
Roxanne?
Sandra or anyone wants to come with us?
We could ask her.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do you know of other old barbarian ways?
Pillage.
Bjorn is very knowledgeable about such things.
Can you teach me on way?
Of course.
Can you teach her comment on the way, please?
I will work on it. Yes. Don't have to be
I
so rude.
speak
She is
common
trying.
very well.
I've met some poor speakers.
Pata,
Boat.
pata.
That was good.
Okay,
So I think we should ask.
let's
that.
go.
Yeah.
Whisper, where is she?
I just woke up. we were sleeping. We've had this conversation.
You've been up.
Let's go find. Yeah, you've been. Yeah, right. You've been in trance. Did you see her?
No.
All right, let's look for her.
Okay.
Okay, so over by the so this is not a very large area because
Yeah, we're just building
so but you will notice that there are about 4 pirates working on the watchtower. You also see Len, you see Ned, and you'll see Xandra. They have set up a small tent, like a kind of like a lean-to. And they're sitting under it because it is storming. You're just getting like it's not torrential, but it's like raining.
Normal.
Yeah, normal, raining on you. And they have a fire underneath the lean-to, and there is also you see another fire kind of raging because they have to in order to keep it against the storm. And sitting there on a log, throwing bits of meat into the fire, you'll see Silas.
I see another pirate. I told you not to touch those flowers. Put them down. He's dead. Poison. Jesus, it's like.
My children.
How they're still alive, I don't know.
Ocean wolf.
Seabark's
All right,
lesser.
who would like to ask
What are we asking exactly?
if she'd like to go with us
You,
on this journey?
Whisper. Yeah.
Oh, right. So Xandra, is it? I've just got to tell
So
you.
as you come through the
This is not
lean-to,
a good
Len.
Right. So, look, Xandra, as you know, when we came out here the last time, we lost one of our close comrades, Helena. We got to go rescue her, and Bjorn here knows about an ancient city called Dragda, and so we're gonna go to that city and find out what we can find out about these blood sorcerers, so we can try and save Helena. I think that knowing what they were capable of doing, they might have insight into your problem as well. So would you like to come with us on this little jaunt?
We're gonna have to figure this out to get to the light.
Right.
Why?
Because we have to go through Keph. And they might be able to kill those chain people.
I've looked at the map. I don't believe that the Dios Ostium is near Keph.
No, but those people know how to kill the chain people.
Why do we have to kill the chain people?
Because they're everywhere.
Then we'll try to kill us.
And these blood sorcerers, right? Like Torrin, tell her what you saw.
Oh yeah.
In your dream.
I'll tell her about my dream.
She
Thousands
goes-
of years old.
She goes pale. Where was this?
All I know is it was just this place, a part of a city that was raised up from the ground to keep it isolated from the rest of the land.
Alric. Nothing.
Do you know of that place?
Yes.
It wasn't called Elric. It was called something else.
I'm sorry.
Start with an
I'm
M, I
sorry.
think.
Yes. She just seems dumbfounded.
But even that thing, is that thing gone? That scary thing from your dream.
Oh,
Because like even the sorcerer's afraid of
Right.
that.
if
Is that the Dreg
if
Demore?
they were terrified of it, I doubt it's gone.
Was that the Dreg Demore?
No, it's called the Argulus.
Oh, you know that. Is it gone?
It is best not to speak of them. They are beings of the stars. They live beyond the veil in a place near the Edenfall. They are beings of primal emotions. Some call them... They are aspects of the worst of us. And they tear through into our world when those emotions are highest. She leans in. Snake-Eyed Joe lost most of his crew to one of them. And we lost some of our friends.
Okay, so you know how like terrible that felt. So like I feel like we can't just really leave Helena.
I sympathize
If it was
with
anyone else,
your
I might
mistake.
say, okay. I mean, I wasn't there. I think sounds like it was Helena's mistake.
So she's like, you could tell that she just kind of wants to write you off. And as she does, Ned leans in. You know, I just want to say something. And she glares over at him. I just have to ask, what would the White Lady do? And she just kind of breaks. I cannot make a journey that far away from my goal, but I'm willing to lend you any resources that you need.
It's fine. We weren't expecting. We just thought you might want to.
And we didn't know if you were gonna like head that way or wait for us to come back.
We are going to scout this area, and if we can find a city closer to the Dias Ostium, we will move there. I'll leave a few of our men behind to make sure that Atherin is safe and that this place remains open to you. Also, Snake Eye refuses to leave the male Stradamus unguarded. But I have to go west. We all have to go west.
Yes.
You understand? No! I believe that these people need help. I, Ned Flandaris, shall pledge myself to your journey and make sure that Helena comes back to the crew, if that's so indeed your mission. And Len just kind of... No! Just because we are losing the light of Azeron in these dark lands does not mean we cannot emblazon his truth upon our hearts. No. I shall bring his light into this dark place, and I shall help you find your friend. With what prowess I still possess. If you will have me.
We would appreciate you.
Oh, too will help you. Eavesdropping the whole time. You see Silas.
That's up to Whisper. He's like the leader right now. You're not in control.
Me and Whisper go way back.
Well, you can have if you can come.
Sandra.
She seems still upset with Ned's commitment.
Sandra, you seem not only intelligent, but incredibly wise. Your travels up until this point in Tyve have been easy. Coming to the mainland, there's going to be strength and politics that you cannot be prepared for as a small group of people. We need to work together through this. And from some of the adventures that you've talked about, it doesn't always seem like you stayed on the path the whole time. Sometimes you had to take a detour.
I hear you. But let me be very clear. I'm not sure how useful you all are. So when you prove to me that you are, we can have that conversation.
Yeah, and she's pretty useful.
I mean, we got her a boat.
Ned has made his choice. I believe he believes it does not break his oath to me. So I will simply allow him this transgression. Right!
For real, are we letting Silas go?
Yeah, so first of all, so am I right? The Dias Ostrum's not on this map. It's off the map? Where is it? My
that
eyes are
little
just
doorway.
not good enough. Okay, there it is. Thank you. And now I see it. Okay.
Steal.
Got it.
That's 70-year-old eyes.
Right, so Silas.
Whisper.
He just seems like if like the Resticulum would say, "Hey, join us," he would probably be like, "Yeah."
But I don't know, because I watched you when we were leaving on the ship. You fought to the end. You fought to the bitter end. If you want to come with us, I think you've earned that right.
Thank you, Whisper. My blade's getting a little dull, not protecting the innocent. And that pretty little lass you had, and she seemed innocent even though her lips were about right smack up the ass they was.
Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, she did steal the light of her people, so I don't know if I would say innocent, but
What?
She's a thief. You have to imprison her now.
All right, well, I think we should pack up and get going.
okay, packed.
You travel late.
Yeah.
But it's all 2 weeks.
You know what my meme always said? Lawful good don't mean lawful neat.
Wait, you have a Mima, and you have a Graham, and you guys don't like talk about that all the time.
What's a gram?
Well, he was too busy throwing me in prison,
Oh,
chasing me down the streets,
Oh,
beating
you-
up on my friends. The good old days, right?
I mean it built character, Whisper. Somewhat.
I just think it's interesting. He takes wisdom from his Mima.
I mean, he did make you a 2-story man.
He did it that, that's right.
You're right. If we're going to be travelling together, we need to sweep some things under the mat, as it were. Whisper.
I love you.
I was just doing my job when I threw your gram into the
Reef.
reef.
Right, and she was just an old lady trying to get by in a world that didn't give a shit about her. So you don't have to tell me about your job and what you were doing. I think it's best for both of us if we just don't talk about it.
She was stealing from the family.
Roll me a bit!
It seems like we're both just sweeping it under the mat then.
Right.
And we'll make sure that we keep furniture on that mat so nobody lifts it up.
Right, and every now and then we could just give it a little cleaning. A little sweeping of the mat.
And honestly, if you ever leave a mat on the ground for so long, sometimes the floor under it's cleaner than the floor around it.
That's right, and you get like that square. How long can we milk this metaphor?
And as long as we can.
Okay. Okay, are we going back through the town?
No, I don't think we have to, do we? I hope not. That town sucked. Do we have to go through that
We
town?
never found that
We have to
kid,
go,
right?
or we can go around the town.
We never found the sibling, right?
The path down the mountain does lead to the town. It doesn't mean you have to go through it.
I'm asking if that's the best way, or if we're like, well, I'm asking what way are we going?
What town is it? Is this the one you told Xandra about?
Right, where we
With
lost,
the blood people?
where we lost Helena in the first place.
No, that's.
I think we should do a right investigation of that town. Might find clues that prove useful in the future.
We should split up.
Do we really have to bring him?
I mean, yeah.
What I see is that you're all lacking leadership.
No.
Like he's a really bad detective.
Is he?
Are we leaving out of this?
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
We're now packing up.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
I'd like to, as we're packing up, I'd like to go back to Xandro.
Sure.
She's like, you haven't proven yourself.
She's talking with Len, but you don't ever hear Len say anything. But she's like,
It
nodding.
just kind of grunts. Oh, perfect.
Who's the guy?
Xandro,
Ned?
Ned, yeah.
may I bother you for just one more moment?
I'd like to ask Ned to talk to Silas.
Why not?
Let's have him talk back and forth.
Out of everybody here, I think I think that I can appreciate your strength more than anyone else. Even a god cannot find his strength without his followers. Everybody, at some point, needs help. Just something that my years of experience taught me.
She takes it in. Do you want to know what I really think?
No. If you would be so kind to share, yes.
You have no idea what a god needs.
I did mention that you seem quite wise. Well beyond anybody else here.
Is that all? At this, Len stands up.
Yeah.
Remember when I
like-
complimented you?
Yeah, she hears you.
All right, Bjorn, we're waiting on you.
I grab a single backpack and I'm ready.
Let's go. What way are we going?
You are the worst sometimes.
Hold on 1 second.
So my character has this overwhelming anxiety as the only person she's really known
Yeah.
from outside this island is not here.
Yeah. One number you all don't want on a D4.
Oh.
1,
Two.
1, 2,
3.
a 1.
4. You
1.
don't want a 1.
We don't want a 1. All right.
Okay, it's a 2. So Ned comes running back. He's got several large burlap sacks. I would need someone to carry one of those. You look like a strapping young man.
What?
I'm
older than him.
What's in
These are my things. I can't go gallivanting across the world without my things.
I like open the
Yeah,
bag.
what is it? What did he hand me?
You see lots of different clothes, like you see dress clothes, you see adventuring clothes, you see like a small chest that looks like it could be filled with either valuables or perhaps men grooming products. And then you don't know what's in his chest. You also see a couple weapons in there. And a big book that has a dragon claw like on it. It's embellished with gold.
Ned, how much walking have you done?
I've walked all across Ahdra.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hand it back to him. Ounces equal pounds. You're gonna need to trim that up quite a bit.
You're not going to carry this for me.
I'm not going to carry that.
Get her!
She is not going to carry.
Will you carry this for me?
She has nothing, probably, right? Like a
We're
small
no,
bag.
we're gonna
Everybody's
end up
have-
getting her
yeah,
a
We'll give her
backpack.
Listen.
Yeah.
Xander would not let me bring my hireling Chapman. So I'm here all alone, in this godforsaken place, and I swear to God I will not be without my personables.
I mean, I don't care, but I'm not carrying it.
Fine. You don't want me to be dressed up like a gentleman? And what happens when we go to the Royal Keph, whatever it is, and they say, welcome to the ball. Are you going to go dressed in these rags you have?
I use minor illusion and just make him look like he's wearing dress clothes.
You just magic users think you have all the answers. Some of us don't have that kind of magic. Fine. How about we compromise? You'll take my chest of man-ditties.
You want to just put it in your bag? Let's go.
Well,
Sure.
take the mandinnies.
I'm never
like
calling
that
it
compromise.
anything else.
Yep.
I've got a ditty bag that I use for camping. It's my man ditty bag now.
Man, ditty bag. And that book looked important as well. Do you need that?
No, I have an extra.
Act 2.
The fanciest Bible of Ozeron ever. Okay, sure. I will carry your man ditties.
I can't fit them in my sack.
I'll add it to my.
So,
Can I add that to my
yeah, you
Man-
have Ned's man.
man ditties?
So, we've all met a few times, but I'd really like to get on the same page with everyone. I'd like to give you a little brief introduction of myself. Perhaps we could go around. Everyone could say it.
As we're walking.
Sure, of course, we could walk down the mountain like this. So, like, even as he's like, he keeps talking, even as he's going down that rope. That you taking it twice. So, my name is Ned Flanderis. My upbringing is one of tragedy, but just know I was really an orphan of Ahdra, came into the military at a very young age, became friends with Len quite soon after that. Fast forward, we fought one of the Argulus atop Terraform, and we saved what you could call as the world. The Queen of Glass was in there at some point. I became friends with a wild group of adventurers, much like yours, kind of the same makeup, same kind of like, not like that you're the same, but like, almost like if you could peel back the onion, it's like you have similarities there. Some people say that my stories are incoherent, but they make sense to me.
How do you get your powers as a?
I'm so glad you asked. Praise Ozeron and the light that he treads.
Still climbing.
I get giddy at this point. Ozeron.
Whisper, come on. Why are you moving so slow?
I've actually already put the cotton in my ears.
So, on a very serious note, I am what you would call a paladin of Azeron. He is a dragon god of golden light. And we bask in his eminence on the mainland. Met him once. That was quite the story. What else is there to tell? I'm a simple man, religious.
My jaw drops. You met Ozeron.
I didn't talk to him, if that's what you meant. I saw his grand splendor sail across the sky on a cloud of light before the volcano.
I think at this point, him and I are just going to talk for the next 6 hours.
Have you lost all your confidence? Let's go.
Right, that's right. Thank you. I'm clinging. I'm doing the best I
Go,
can, but it's
whisper.
like look how far down that is. Like we're on this mountain, and it's 10 times higher than the tallest building.
I thought you were second story, man.
We're 10 stories up now. These are 10 stories.
That's 5 stories.
Yeah, I mean, you. Come on.
I just put my foot down on the ground. All right, I made it.
Whisper, are you feeling all right?
Oh, ever since we fought at Resticulum, and I came wandering out, and I saw the mountainside. I don't know, I feel a little queasy up here on the heights.
Oh.
Yes.
This could help. And hand you a flask.
Right. Yeah, that
That's
helps.
confidence.
-1 to Dex.
It's in a bottle.
I only save this for my friends.
Aww.
Are we going through the town?
I mean,
Well, have we burned it down yet?
No.
Then I guess we still have unfinished
Probably should
business.
go.
So as you head near the town, you come down into the forest, and right as you reach the bottom, as you're still talking the end of it, he goes, and that's when we found out that sweaters and cardigans were a metaphor for something quite larger.
I figured that out.
The Golden City. Oh god, that's so good.
What?
Ew.
Ah.
Looks like a dum-dum sucker.
It is.
It is.
It is.
I put it into this.
That's gross.
That's
It's
nasty.
not in your hair.
Yeah, at least it's not in your hair. It could be much worse.
Trevor, you want this?
No.
Alright.
So, I'd like to get this out of the way now. Basically, the entire time that we're walking and resting, I want to absorb every ounce of knowledge that Ned is willing to give me. I want to learn all about Ozeron and the other continent, and as much as he's willing to.
He will tell you
I was
a
gonna say, that's-
ridiculous
He's not
amount
gonna
of
stop.
information.
I'm gonna write it down. I want to learn everything.
Does,
So,
does he always break his promises?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He didn't teach you anything yet. I'm sorry.
Well, you could.
We can multitask.
You cannot talk to her while you're listening to Ned.
So Ned, throughout your adventure, I mean, we'll go some of it. He will have little interjections, but he'll probably talk more. And for viewers who want to know more, watch Campaign 1 on YouTube and Twitch.
How many
So-
episodes in that season?
53.
And it started at level 8.
So get started.
So, but anyways, so he ends his story, and as he does, he looks over and, my, as you see that dark forest go forward with the flowers on the edge, and the very end of it, you see the totem and the smoldering ruins of the windmill. Just
Oh, that's on fire.
Oh,
Oh, there's the fire.
our job here is done.
Well, no, it's not all burned down.
Well, let's see if was there anybody left here, Torrin?
Oh, we should check.
Excuse me for a minute. And Torrin's going to walk off into the woods, as I'm sure we often do, just to take a piss or something. And he's going to be out there for 10 minutes. But above table, he's going to lean against a tree, and he's going to break down. He's going to vomit, and he is going to just, for the next 10 minutes or so, just have a complete and utter meltdown. And then after a short while, he'll try and compose himself, and he will come back to the group. Sorry, I couldn't hold that in anymore.
Are you casting like one of those rituals?
No, I had to take a shit.
Oh, it's a long time.
So what were you asking?
You people do that?
Was anybody alive when they took Helena from here?
The oh shoot, I don't remember.
give me my mandity bag, please.
I don't think that they saw anybody, but that doesn't mean.
They didn't see anybody.
No.
Right, yeah, we didn't.
she
I don't.
went looking
I don't
for it.
remember anybody because the resticulum was
I'm
laying
not-
on the
I'm not
ground, and then
your
the two were just standing around.
Squire.
Right, and she went looking for the boy.
Right.
Do we still see the resticulum's body?
The blood pile in the
Yeah.
middle of the.
So you've got to go to the town.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
going in the.
Oh,
I just
So
we
as you're
will
walking, though, Ned
stop
does come
and-
up to you and he sprays you with a little bit of perfume. I feel it's always nice to have a little spritzer after I refresh myself.
Thank you.
go on, Squire, put it back.
I feel like that was slightly unnecessary, and I put it.
Don't complain if you're going to carry my mandity bag.
Are we gonna just walk in this town, or should we kind of like
For
sneak up?
someone that idolizes, you should not.
You're right.
Respect.
You know what?
He's giving you.
We need to take a pause on the stories. I need to work on her language.
We need to do.
I've been done. Don't we?
We need to do this thing. We
My
need to go in the town.
language is fine.
Read the room, son. We're walking into a dangerous situation. It's time to take things seriously.
Are we just walking straight in?
It should be fine.
I don't. Is there a reason to risk it?
Did they take that weird dog thing?
Let's walk around.
You want to walk around the town?
Yeah, I don't see of any reason to go through here.
Did we want to see if there's anyone alive or investigate anything, or are we?
Because we got some of the kids that came from this town. What if they've got family still here?
We should probably just not make our presence known.
Where
And they all.
If there are children involved, I think we should probably head on in.
I mean, they were
you
able to
want-
hide the children from the Rusticula.
Do you want us to just go like sneak up there and see if there's
Kiara's
anyone
gonna
there?
draw her bow. Where I come from, if there's chance of danger, we prepare ourselves properly.
If we want, I mean, we can do what we kind of did earlier and kind of skirt around, and then from the tree line, we can send 1 or 2 people kind of close to the.
Yeah.
To the
Right. Why don't I go have a look see?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I would like to use stealth.
Sure.
And I'm going to creep up to the town. Here I go. That is a dirty 20.
So you creep up to the town. As you near the town, you do see the corpses of the Rusticula sitting there. You see the burned pyres of the corpses, but you do hear muffled crying coming from one of the cabins,
Like infant crying or?
just like sobbing.
I'm
Okay.
whisper. Do you see anything? Message.
So I will just back up a little bit so that I can answer. There's somebody crying in a building. Oh, there's somebody crying in a building.
Do you want like 2 of us to come up there?
I think we're better.
Okay. Who wants to go up there with me?
You have my blade.
Who's else is a little bit sneaky?
I am.
That is not one of my skills.
You are.
You had no idea that I was there when you came and found me.
That's true. Okay, let's go. All right. So we're gonna try to sneak up too.
Okay.
Oh, is
10.
You're going to get a new buddy.
Yeah, Veer's
10.
getting a new friend.
10.
You don't know, but like you get up there, you're trying to sneak.
So now you two can hear the crying too.
Yes.
Male, female.
Sounds like a young man, like a 16-year-old.
Okay.
Like that boy we were looking for,
Could be.
coming from one of the
One of the
houses.
houses.
Looks like the one that he was in. So if there are the 4 houses, it's this one.
Let's go over there.
All right.
Is it little?
So are we gonna? All right. So
There's no one else out
yeah,
here,
we're not
right?
seeing anyone else or hearing anyone else.
No, I'm sorry, you're not.
Yeah. You know.
Let's just go.
Right. Whispers. Stands up.
Yeah.
Walks to the door.
The crying stops.
Right. Hey, we're back. Remember, you sent us.
And you see the 13-year-old kid.
Who had told us to go find us.
Yeah. They're all dead.
Oh.
Everyone. I ran. I was scared.
Are you the one with the one that lost your brother?
I fear he's dead.
He's not.
What?
We found him
Right. We can take you to him.
into a safe place. This town is full of dead bodies.
What happened to everybody else? Who killed him?
I saw creatures dressed in white, but I don't know if they were them or it was the Rusticulum. I don't know. I ran.
When you saw the creatures in white show up?
I was out picking berries when I came back and I saw. I didn't. My uncle. I think he's.
Is there any? I would like to do an insight check. I want to see if there's any reason to suspect him since he
Yeah.
is the only survivor.
He killed
The kids, I feel like, have learned how to run now.
They have learned how to run. That's just a 15.
He nat 20'd.
Ooh.
You don't know.
Okay.
He's unreadable,
Yeah.
other than fear and sadness.
He killed them.
So how?
He is the Rusticulum. The Rusticulum just transfers he rips open and just becomes huge.
It's like a Metal
how
Gear Solid
far-
box.
Character wouldn't know.
How far up the mountain are?
It's I think it took you a couple hours. But like, I mean, he's also 13.
he's a
he lives
survivor.
here. You could
We can send him
go
by
there.
himself.
You could. I mean,
Allie, check his arms.
Huh?
Check his arms.
Oh. What is he wearing?
no rags. Like he's wearing the same thing he did: shorts, short sleeve shirt.
Hold on. Okay, so he doesn't have any chain marks.
You want to look for him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you start to look over his arms, and one number you don't want to.
Actually, I'm gonna
D8.
say- Hey, let me see. I'm gonna see if he's healthy and grab his arm. And
D8.
look. What do we not want? A 6.
You do not see anything on his arms.
Okay.
What's your name, lad?
My name is Ned.
Ned?
Ned.
All right, Ned. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna. If you follow this road back towards the mountain, you'll find a rope hanging at the bottom. Climb up it. You'll find people there. Did Snake Eye Joe go there? Mm-hmm. You'll find a really funny funny chap. He's got like does he have a peg leg?
Wait, didn't Snake Eye Joe stay with the Maelstrom?
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Is Ned, not you, Ned. Ned, do you have a way to let Xandra or Len get a message?
So at the edge of the forest, what?
All right, we come walking
Yeah,
out.
we would
walk out.
out.
Right, we got to send this chap back to find
I
his
can
brother.
take him if you'd like.
Okay, will you catch back up with us?
I could try. Where are you going?
We tell him direction.
Well, don't walk too fast.
Okay.
Right, you can just see him to the bottom of the rope. I think it'll be.
I think it'll be fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a strong lad. You ever climb a tree?
His name's Ned.
What?
Botula just slap
That's
on
a
the back.
really good name. My name's Ned too. Let me tell you about how I came upon it.
So that was.
And we tell
Bing bored.
we tell Ned that his brother is one of the kids too.
Covered in blood and goo.
Well, it's like it's like a family reunion we're having. All this misery could just fade away, trust me. There's nothing quite like finding one of your siblings. Let me tell you the time I found mine. And he walks up into the mountain.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Okay.
So much lore in this game.
So,
Everyone else in that town is dead.
so I think it is worth looking around if we can find any bodies to see if they
How they
have.
died.
I want to loot the resticulum too. See if they have anything
Yeah,
interesting on them.
let's see how they died and stuff.
Yeah, like so were they.
Perfect.
Top
So you start to investigate the town. You do believe, after you go through, the carnage is pretty severe. You find people decapitated, even inside. You find people, like just thrown apart. You see the person that was strung up. It's very. I can't think of the name. Hellraiser. You know, very hell. It's like just over the top, Cenobite nonsense. But you do believe that other than one person, the old woman who was eating with her dead husband, they all seem to have been killed by the resticulum. She seems to have been drained, probably for magic. Other than that, when you investigate the resticulum, you do find seared, so you peel some of the metal back, and you do find a body underneath it. It is more mollusk than human. It's like a sack of blood stuck into armor. It looks to have been whipped and like cat of nine tailed. The thing is, it's basically like scar tissue and mush of just like bulbousy masses underneath this armor, but it is human. You find you find these two wolves like blazoned into it, almost like they branded it, like put a necklace of searing hot metal onto it, and like you notice that some of the metal you can't get off without peeling skin, as though it was seared to the skin. You see that there are runes like engraved all across the body, and there is no food, there is no bag, there is nothing. This thing is more machine than human.
So I had tried to distract it with my dagger, which had the wolves.
Yeah.
And so I'm just checking the rest of he's not wearing a ring like I lost or any.
He is not. This thing is like muscle.
Yeah.
The woman who looks like she was killed a different way. Does she look like the people look when I kill them? If I do it.
She doesn't.
She doesn't. Okay, so I wouldn't recognize.
She looks like all of the blood was drained from her instantly.
Does the resticulum still have one of the chains attached to it?
It does.
I'm gonna pick one of them up. It's heavy, right?
It's very heavy.
You think this still works?
No, I don't. And I wouldn't touch it.
I mean, like, it could be useful.
How?
Because what if it does work?
Stick it in your own skin. Find out.
I'm quite too old for that. I mean, like,
I would stay away from that abomination.
yeah, but like,
His family is really good.
Could I
at
do a
sticking stuff
survival
in their
check to see
skin.
if anyone's alive, or did we
Go
pretty
ahead.
much do that?
No, go ahead. I think that's a great use of survival.
21.
You see tracks leading off into the woods. Looks like there are 3 sets of footprints.
How big are they?
I don't know if this is of any help, but there are footprints.
Torrin, you said Helena left with all 2.
Right.
Could this be them?
Didn't they like
Oh, they
vamp out of there?
teleported, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they used magic. They were gone.
is one of them animalistic?
Not these tracks, no, but you do see animalistic tracks around. them.
Looking at them, they look like adult footprints.
You see adult footprints and 2 children.
Oh,
That one.
mother.
I'll go look and see if I see those bodies of the woman and her 2 children.
So as you head toward the edge of the forest, you do see that animal tracks pick up, almost like something jumped.
But we didn't find their bodies in the town.
Not yet.
Okay, so that might be they might still be out here.
And maybe they're being hunted.
Yeah, or maybe it's just like a wolf.
I mean, Torrin, you did describe that one flesh thing.
Like
The
a
hell
jackal.
beast.
Oh, the jackal.
Yeah. I mean, like, do we when we see what are the pounds? Do we still see footprints going
So
upwards?
they go, like you see the stride gets longer as though there's running, but you'd have to follow them into the woods.
Are they going the wrong way? Like, are they going the direction we want to go?
They're going like southeast, so east.
I mean, we could follow them for a little bit.
How about a couple of us can follow it for like a short while, since we would have had to slow up
last time
for.
we did that, Helena disappeared.
Well, last
Yeah, I think we stick together.
I can go quickly.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
So we'll follow it out
Okay.
a little ways.
The rest of you just gonna head toward the road.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a dirt road that heads into the lands of the Somber Hills and will eventually pass into the lands of Keph. So after about 20 minutes of you walk into the woods about 10 minutes, and you find that the tracks, basically, there's the animal tracks and the other tracks, they all end, and then it's just the animal tracks. You don't see any bodies.
Anything in the trees?
You don't see anything in the trees. You see some broken branches.
Bjorn, how good are you at climbing?
Quite.
I'm not.
Okay. What are you thinking?
Broken branches.
Okay.
People footprints stop.
And
Jackals keep
blood or no
going.
body.
Are the jackal footprints like circling, or do they just keep going in a different direction?
They go north.
Well, okay, so I'll do a perception check up in the trees. Is there...
So the broken branches are also to the north. So like you're not looking straight up. You see them at like a north.
Oh.
Okay, let's head that way then.
Okay. So as you head under toward where you see the broken branches, the footprints end completely.
Any markings on the trees? Scratches?
Mm-hmm. Kind of up toward the tops. And then nothing.
Okay, survival check. Does it look like the beast won?
Sure.
Like it got?
Was there signs of a struggle?
Well, yeah, is there blood?
16.
So strangely, there's no blood. There's no rut marks. The only like you're not sure. But the tracks are gone.
And I know there's nothing here.
Correct.
Okay. Let's head back and find the group. I don't know what happened, what that jackal was able to do, but these people aren't here anymore.
Something's not right, though. There's no blood. There's always blood.
Well, those people teleported with Helena. They just vanished to thin air. Maybe the jackal could do the same.
But then where are their tracks, the people's? They would have gone back. The jackal's not, I don't believe it's smart enough to catch. I mean, it's smart enough to catch, I mean to capture.
Well, for whatever happened, these people are no longer here. I think that
That lady, you said its blood was.
I didn't go with them.
Yeah.
Oh.
it was just me and him.
Yeah. She died from having her blood.
I'm gonna start heading back, kind of swinging
Yeah.
around to meet up with the group.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. After about, I'm going to say 35 minutes, you'll reconvene together.
Has Ned reconvened with us?
No, he's not. So you are on a dirt road path. The lands that you see stretch on. You see this kind of wilted grain that goes. Everything's got this. It's got this dark green / grayish hue to it. It stretches out like the mesas in Spain. Just keeps going. You see hills rolling, but it's all with that grain that just keeps going. In the distance, you see what looks like a carrot field. And then far to the north, weeks away, you see the lands of Keph. It looks like they grow a lot of root vegetables. You'll see lettuce, things like that. Nothing that needs too much sunlight. If lettuce needs a ton of sunlight, you don't see it. No. But what ends up happening is you just see the road going and going and going. And walking miles, eventually the landscape will change. But if you walk for a few hours, you're just going to be kind of in that mesa, just walking on a dirt road. And every once in a while, you'll see like what looks like a crow or something fly into the sky.
Okay. I think we just keep going.
Yep.
What's the first town we're gonna hit?
So the first town on the map is Chisnev. That doesn't mean that there's not other smaller hamlets and things along the way. But that's like 2 weeks away. So how do you want to travel? Do you just want to travel to the end of the day? Do you want to just keep going? Like, would you like to do?
I think we would travel like 16 hours ish, like maybe like 14 hours, rest for 10.
It's a long walk.
I know, but like we got
We would
places
stop.
to be.
We would stop in. We could.
Well,
we
it'd
could
probably
do
be more like a 12-hour day. There'd have to be some hunting. There'd have to be gathering.
Yeah. So
there'd
I'd
have
say
to
we
be,
would
like-
we would be like moving 12 hours.
So after 12 hours, the darkness of Tyve begins to settle in. It gets to where you spent that first night kind of within the comfort of that small cottage. Here you're out on the open road. You go off the beaten path.
We haven't.
Once it starts
And we
find
haven't ran into any village.
You find a small set of trees, small little grove, but the darkness here it makes Scarsden feel like it's not dark. It's like it's. So as you light your fires, you're walking around with your torches. It almost feels like there's something watching you in the darkness. Like several times you catch yourself turning and like pointing the light, and there's nothing there. But it just feels like it almost sometimes feels like the darkness is on your shoulders, just closing in. And in the distance, the first night, as you're sitting there, you hear this thing far away. This sound. At first, you hear this like. And then it just kind of changes into this like, and it sounds like multiple of them screaming, and then you hear these sounds of like wings rushing, just, but they don't ever seem to come close to your fire, and the first night passes without incidents.
Can I do any type of check to see if I would recognize what that is?
A what?
like, can I do like a nature to see if I would
Sure.
know what that is? Or if it's like something I would know? 18.
So you've never heard anything like this.
Okay.
It's probably native to the mainlands of Tyve, or it's an unnatural creature.
What about me? Was anything like this in the forest around the original Norn? Or was it not this
It was
severe when I used to
not.
live?
Yeah, it wasn't. It does sound slightly familiar to you. It should be the only one.
11.
Get you
You can only infer what you would like to infer.
Has Ned caught up with us?
He has caught up with you. So he caught up with you after about
Yeah.
3 hours.
Okay, good.
He was not moving as fast as he probably should have been, but he did catch up with you.
Okay.
So without anything else, the first night passes without incident.
If we're like going to sleep,
Sure.
From here on out, every evening, I'm going to try doing ascending to Helena again.
Oh, yeah, kind of using your spell slot at the end of
Yeah.
the day. I'm going to say at least the first night nothing comes
Okay.
back. So, anything else?
And just so you all know, I can make that bubble, that dome, at any time. I can be tapped of magic and I can still make it. But the thing is, it can only hold 8 people total, and we've got 6, 7, 8, 9 with us. So if it's something we want to consider in the future,
I mean, I probably could sit right outside of it because I'm keeping watch.
okay. But yeah, when I make it, I determine who can be in it when I make it, and nobody else can enter. So
Can
how
I
are you gonna
meet
make
you
that?
in there? Like, can I communicate with anyone who's in there?
yeah, no, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
How are you gonna make that choice?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if we want to
I'm
use it
saying
at some
that-
point in time down the road, it's
Well,
an
I'm
option.
saying that I'll
but-
sit outside of it because I'm going to keep watch all night anyway.
No, this is like during battles and stuff, right?
No,
Oh.
no, it's
No, it's like Leomon's
It's
tiny.
like the.
no, Lehman's tiny hut. Yeah.
I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that dome.
Okay,
Yeah.
now
No.
I'm catching
Right.
up.
No.
Okay.
F you.
Okay, now I got it.
I can make Torrin's tiny hut.
Torrance
but
time. Okay.
If you
Times,
have the
old
spell
man.
slots,
That's what-
we should be doing that every night.
I don't
He
need spell
doesn't have
slots.
it.
Then we should be
It can
doing
be-
that every night.
Okay. No
Yeah,
problem.
we definitely should.
I just wanted to know who.
So who's staying out of it the first night?
Not a.
Me.
Well, I've always liked you, Torrin.
Oh, thanks.
I think
Beer
you're my
makes
favorite.
the most sense.
Every night?
Yeah, because I'm keeping watch. Also, I can wake them up from outside of it.
Okay.
And they can walk out.
Oh,
of
because
it.
you're in a trance.
Yeah, but I don't sleep at all. Like,
Right,
I'm
okay.
in a trance.
And I mean, if we find a place where like it can still act as like a shield for you, like if nothing can pass through it, so like you can just like be on the other side of it.
That's cool.
But
Yeah, I mean, I'll just wake all you up and
Yes,
tell you to come
dispel
out.
magic.
Hi, I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Ambush.
Knock.
I cast the spell Destroy Liam's tiny hut.
Well, good thing it's Torrin's tiny hut.
it's a little there. But-
So, something, I'll get with you after the game. I have been slowly working on a system to gather all the herbs and spices of the mainland to actually begin trying to craft potions and stuff like that. So it's not, the 2024 handbook has some stuff, but I kind of wanted to get a little bit more detailed. So I figured now that we're adventuring out, I'm going to start gathering and working on language and talking with Ned.
Lemongrass.
Is there any
Theanine.
is there any wildlife like animals that scurry around?
There is. So the mainland does have life. You see small rodents. You'll see birds.
While I'm keeping watch.
Sure.
The minute I see one, I will attack it.
Okay.
I'm just going to siphon it.
Back to our hobby.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay, let's rewind 5 minutes. It can hold 9 creatures, so never mind.
Okay. I mean, I'll still kind of be
I'm still learning my
kind of
magic.
walking around for the first part, and then if I see one close, I'll just kind of be like, shh.
We wake up in the morning, there's just like dead
Oh
squirrels
no!
around.
I will not make it to where they see that.
There's a bird on top of the hut.
I'll literally throw it.
You kick the body over.
Yeah.
All right.
So the first night passes without incident.
Yes, sir.
You wake up to another gray morning. It is still raining.
All right.
We'll continue on the road.
So as soon as you just dispel the hut, you move out. You guys eat some breakfast. The rain is just starting to come down a little harder. It's pretty cold, getting into your bones. You're wrapped up. You keep trudging along. Silas braces himself up. What a beautiful day.
He's always got a positive outlook.
He's gonna get sick.
You get used to it.
Yeah, no.
Not all of us can grow up so pampered.
Yeah.
He's got, yeah.
Does Silas know who he is?
No, but he just assumes that he's frilly.
He knows how to read. I mean, that.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did come from basically like a lord of the land.
Yeah.
I made anybody outside 40 must be privileged.
Well, when your family's the biggest drug peddlers in the whole area.
on
The Felricks. You're a Felrick.
I'm far too old to be a Felric.
I don't know, those cockroaches don't die.
You're exactly right. What's with them? They don't die.
They're cockroaches.
Cockroaches.
He doesn't like this family.
Emphasis on the cock.
Yeah, he doesn't like.
It's like you kill one, 4 more show up.
Are you trying to relate to me?
I am. They locked his grandma up.
Well, I did that.
Well, yes, but it was
The mat, right? It's under the mat.
fine.
Do we have to do that whole thing again?
Stop trying to lift up the map.
Right, leave the mat
There's
alone.
furniture on the mat.
Sometimes
chairs.
you have to go under the furniture to clean.
No,
To pick
We've already played through
to
that.
get all of your blister, right?
all I'm saying is, it's a nice day.
Yep.
Sometimes you got to breathe in that Tyve air, you know?
He feels crackling in his lungs.
It just feels like that thick fog, like early in the morning. You're like, shouldn't be this hard to breathe. Like,
It's like humid without being
yeah,
humid.
why is this air thick?
It's all the
All right,
factories.
so you continue to travel. So you travel throughout the next day. At this point, your muscles are starting to get sore. Like, you're not used to this kind of, like, just trudging for 12 hours a day.
Where did we get horses?
There are like no horses.
So
not gonna happen.
after the second day, if you don't do much, you've had conversations, you're moving. The mesa turns into more like cragged, so there's a lot of rocks, hills. The pavement gets a little more uneven. The rain starts to get colder. You haven't made that much progress, but it starts to get to be nightfall. You've made 2 days progress.
Maybe we can find horses if we find a village.
Right.
There've got to be villages at least. Can't be villages 3 days apart. That's insane.
Right, and we did see those fields, so someone's got to buy produce.
Grain.
All right. Well,
Rain keeps
We expect
rain
I talk to you for a second.
What?
I think it's mighty progressive of you to bring Silas along, but he's driving me crazy.
Right, but you know he's got. I saw him swing that sword. I figured we could use another big gun like that.
I think you might be right. I mean, but honestly, the other chap, he never stops talking.
Right, if we could get you and him and Silas all talking at the same time, can you imagine?
I would have given an Edward in Edgewise.
No, right?
Called you out.
He didn't mention it. So the second
This'll
night,
pass the night.
the second night, Aridin does begin to play the guitar, even though you've cast the hut. Fire is crackling, and tonight, as you're all like, Silas begins to tell some stories. Ned's still telling some of his stories. I believe even Kira might say a story or two if you'd like. But as you're all sitting around the fire, cooking some of the game that you hunted, the darkness doesn't seem as thick.
Friendship.
Friendship, friend.
All right, Kira, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? You're kind of the newest flower in our grove of...
It's just gotta be mumbling.
I'm not good with flowers.
What do you want to know?
Honestly, I'd like to know a little bit about anything. I can't hear another one of Ned's stories. No offense, but there's only so much I want to learn about a metaphorical dragon god.
You could tell us why your people sacrifice other people.
Not all of my people do that.
The ones we met did.
Use all the people.
No, it was not all of the people, you ignorant swine.
I'm the one that can speak correctly.
So, Roy, how did you manage to get away? You tried to warn us, which I do appreciate, but what was your relationship to those people?
Yeah, is it just visitors that you sacrifice?
No, unfortunately not. In the Isle of Ilfrin, well, the clan of Ilfrin, there are many people like myself, rangers, druids, and other mystics. It was said long ago that meditation allowed the mainland barbarians to tap into their rage at any point in battle. But this was lost, and the decreasing influence and power to the barbarians. Some found other ways, some found, other means, such as...
Drugs.
Mushrooms.
Yes. We, on the other hand, use our mystical powers to help us. However, since the departure from the mainland, the barbarians of Ilf also lost our ability to rage, so we now heal. But with no drug potent enough on the island to unlock our potential, we became fighters, whereas in the mainland, some goat mushrooms. But the Ilfrin did their best to maintain their traditional values in their new home, but generation after generation slowly diluted our culture, and after a while, our already unique language transformed, and that's why it is hard for me to speak, as you say, proper common. But anyways, years ago, the elders and mystics of Ilf were approached by a goddess who came from a sea, and it offered power and safety, and we offered tribute. This was the so-called Drowned One. This power and safety was very appealing to some of the elders, and some members of the tribe were discontent with how easily the elders cast aside the few traditions that would remain true to the Ilfrin of old. But these members were quickly offered to the Drowned One as tribute in the following years. So those who remained loyal to the past kept their mouths quiet for fear of becoming the next victims. Unfortunately, my parents were two that were offered to the tribute. My aunt and uncle are part of a secret, what do you call?
Society?
Society?
Rebellion.
A rebellion that wanted to overturn the elders.
Miscreants.
Or like a club.
They wanted to...
We would never allow that
Miscreants.
at my home.
They didn't... The Drowned One was not... that's not what they wanted to see. They wanted to go back to the old ways of the barbarian, the ways of old, and use our new powers of healing and go back to the rage.
We do mushrooms.
We didn't know our actual rage. So they were trying to overturn it. So we would have these secret society meetings. And I overheard in one of the meetings that my aunt and uncle were going to use me as bait in the next tribute. whether it meant I lived or died, it didn't matter because I would be helping the cause. So when I saw you come, I wanted to get out. Because I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't want... Bless you.
Thank you.
I didn't want the sacrifices, the death. It's not what my parents would have wanted. It's not what they believed in. They taught me how to heal for good. And I want to learn of the old ways and to do the pilgrimage and learn of the old.
I'm sorry that your aunt and uncle sucked. My uncle helped me escape from my home.
Well, the entire clan of the Irfton, as you say, sucked, apparently. But they never used to it. It was not until the Drowned One was introduced that they came this way. Our powers used to be one of great...
Maybe you can talk to the Dreg, to more people, and learn about your old ways from their dead ancestors.
That is why I want to do the pilgrimage.
All right.
Go along.
So I'm sorry that you all almost died. But I tried to warn you that your current clan was not one of good, but one of sacrifice. But you all were very excited that you received the Black Pearl, and I don't...
Well,
I haven't seen another one of my kind in years, other than the few number of people who escaped from my village, let alone in Ilfrin. So yes, it was quite exciting.
well, that's why we took you with us, because you helped us, so...
So thank you for taking me with you. But I am very, very good, and I do know how to practice with the healing. My parents taught me well before they died.
Oh, good, because, only Torrin can do that.
You can heal.
Yes.
What gives you such powers?
I'm not totally sure, but it, all in all, it stems from Sethis. You may have heard her referred to as Eth, my god.
You don't use the mystical root.
No.
I told you. Mud.
She said mystical root.
It is the plants and the herbs that come from our home, the waters. I guess mud comes from the water, but yours is more of a magical essence.
Right. What are you speaking about? How does your method work?
I don't know. It's the waters and the essence that it. that
You
is given
ask
to
the
us.
earth to give you stuff.
Is this something you can do, or is it something you can only do on your island?
I've never been outside of my island, so I guess I don't know. But it's something that you are taught, and only some
find
people
out
can
now.
do it.
I know, actually, I was just thinking, well, yeah, so can you heal someone if they have, a cut?
Yes.
I just grab my dagger and just, slice Bjorn's arm, real light, one hit point.
What?
No better time than the present.
Okay. I packed these before we left, and I'm gonna.
I hope you just throw mud on his
I'm gonna open up my bag, and I'm gonna take out the seaweed that is from my land, and I'm gonna wrap you up. Nisarfita Nisarfu. And I will cast Healing Word.
Oh. How much does that heal?
See, Bjorn, when you just shove mud in something, it doesn't work.
I will say, it is fancier than my skills.
Did it work?
I take the wrap off and I hand it back to her, and my cut would be
See?
healed.
The healing powders from our waters.
You need to keep these seaweed under wraps. People are going to want it like crazy.
You won't
You
know.
could probably sell that.
You could sell that immediately.
for some glitz.
When Helena was around, I could make things light up. It doesn't seem to work anymore, but when she was here, I could my dagger, I could make it light, but now I can't do it.
That is.
It was pretty cool though.
What are we on? Are we not on?
No.
Honestly, I'm really glad you shared that with us. Seems like you got quite a rich tapestry of history.
That's it.
Thank you.
+2. Okay.
I look forward to
We need to be a 4.
teaching you more about our ancestors.
As you continue to talk, Aaron changes the guitar sound, and he begins to play, and as he does, he starts to sing. The smoke, gray clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve, mountains of...
How do you
so
feel about that?
Silas also begins to sing in the people, because he knows it, and as the two of them sing it, Torrin,
Yeah.
you start to you start to feel like, I mean, you could decide how you want to feel yourself, but what you start to see is as you were walking away from the village, like almost like you blocked it out, you're walking away, you turned back and kind of this like jucked thing in the center of that village that you left, you saw a scarecrow. And our game comes to
Oh no! Oh, it came full circle.
Freaking Argulus.
God, I hate this thing.
Traveling.
No.
Traveling
So
the
we-
countryside.
I don't think we've talked about it yet, but with the light scale and Helena gone, like we'll still accrue whether we're light or dark, but we can't use any of our perks because she's not there.
I think that's what we kind of have been doing. You need the vial.
Oh.
So
So what's happening is you're kind of like your light and dark is inside of you, and then the vial shows up.
will her vial start to fill at the end of a day while she's not with us?
It won't. It's like when she's near her, it collects the light and darkness that you've collected within yourselves.
So do we
So
not
she
get
has
to
to
vote
come
this
to
week?
us.
Do we bother voting?
we
Yes.
should vote. Yeah.
Okay.
Because when she
So-
gets back to us, it'll all come back.
Correct.
Oh, nice.
Okay, what? So,
Well, Veer was evil.
Why?
You cut me.
Oh,
that's not evil.
that was like.
Jam it into your neck.
actually
That's
was
easy.
thinking that I actually think
Oh
I'm
my
at a late
gosh.
game.
But you were also trying to like say, oh, she's probably dead.
That was like my anxiety of like trying not to be like worried about it. 'Cause
Okay.
You're actually really actually really cares.
Okay.
No, she wants to get home.
Run.
But she's trying to like be cool about it.
Is this 32?
32.
Okay.
So Aaron is the only one that'll keep voting, even though you have more NPCs with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah. All right. So,
Whisper was late.
I think I was actually late too. Like I wanted,
Light.
like I actually do want to help her and like help the kid.
Yeah, we helped the kid.
I mean, yeah.
You know the answer for Bjorn. Just put it
Dark.
down.
I think Aaron was just neutral. He didn't do anything bad though.
I think it was late.
Nah, I think it was a late game.
I think I did more late than dirt.
Sounds like a light game to me.
yeah.
Goes up one.
So you guys looking at the schedule?
What
Are we
about-
gonna play December 10th like normal?
Yeah, I think so.
And then we're just gonna skip the 24th
yeah,
because it's Christmas Eve. So
Yeah.
we'll just
100%.
so we'll take a month
We will
off.
be here.
But we're not.
You will be here.
We're not skipping next game, right?
No,
No, so 10th is off.
Yeah. Well, Dustin talked about it at one point.
no. I just wanted to skip the one game, so that was it. So,
Okay.
So we all get one game off.
And then we'll be back after the new year.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so we're skipping the 24th, obviously. So then we'll play again January 7th, but we're also going to play Christmas D&D January 4th.
But that's just for us.
Yeah.
That's just for us. So sorry, game, but that's just.
We'll tell you how it goes.
Yeah. Well,
But I mean,
guys
you'll
aren't cool
see
enough.
the present.
well, I hope you guys had fun tonight. So thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
No, this
hate
was super
Argulus.
Happy Thanksgiving
I love
if
this
you do
time.
that.
Yeah, have it.
Happy
Yeah,
God.
you're in America.
The smoke, grey clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve, mountains of iron, seas of bone, in hardships we must strive. Though I still know the songs from yore of virtue, hope, and light, but I have ne'er seen their like, for darkness is our plight. Oh, thrum, thrum, hear the hum of heartbeat, chain, and ire. Steel your courage to the mast or throw it on the pyre. The cold, sharp winds bring pain and death. These harsh lands we survive. Our warmth, it comes from hearth and home, but never from the skies. Oh, Tyve, 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 you'll never leave alive. This place is all our prison, but one where you can thrive. And you can wail against those gods and pillage, scream, and fight. But fear the darkness in this land, for it is born of light. Oh, Tyve, 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 we're proud to be alive. And you can say we've lost our minds or laugh and call us mad. But this place has become our home, so you'll never see us sad. The smoke, gray clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve. Mountains of iron, seas of bone, in hardships we must strive. Though I still know the songs from yore of virtue, hope, and light. But I have nary seen their sight, for darkness is our plight. Oh, thrum, thrum, hear the hum of heartbeat, chain, and ire. We'll pour a drink for Tyve, our love, until we all expire. We'll pour a drink for Tyve, our love, until we all expire.